a show. Joe said hello, coffee, steam, rise, sunrise glow. Mix it with the beats, got the rhythm, let it go. Rooster crow, radio blast, moving fast. Bodies moving, never snoozing, ain't no first class. KahunaMui dance moves, people's dreams shatter. Joe's laughter contagious, next thing don't matter. Morning show, madness, dunks and song brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag tripping heavy, no snooze abuse. Headlines read like a joke, can't help but poke. Weather report, KahunaMui chokes on his coke. Traffic jams, Joe spins, make head smoke. Listeners buzzing, all fired up, no joke. Morning chat, cat napping, no way. Coffee sip, Joe slip, hooray. KahunaMui antics replay. Morning laugh track every day. Morning show, madness, dunks and strong brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag tripping heavy, no snooze abuse. Morning show, madness, dunks and strong brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag tripping heavy, no snooze abuse.
Good morning. Oh, we got more to go. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I can't hear you. Is the intro done? We're trying to do this somewhere. Hey, Frank, can you hear me? I think the intro's still going.
I hear you. Just let it roll. It's a tune.
All right, there we go. Hello. Can you hear me?
It's a tune. Yeah, you hear me?
I can't.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Everybody's hooked up. I can't hear them.
I'm right here. Eggplant.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
You can hear both of us.
No, I hear you. Hello.
You hear me now?
I can hear you now. Hey, this is the song I made about this badass. The one in the rap. You gotta hear it. Look at your man dancing. Hey, KahunaMui, you got.
Contagious, next thing don't matter. Morning show, madness, dunks and strong brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag heavy, no snooze.
Baby, when you get a chance to let
read like a joke, can't help but poke. Weather report, KahunaMui chokes on his coke. Traffic jams, Joe spins, make head smoke. Listeners buzzing, all fired up, no joke. Morning chat, cat napping, no way. Coffee sip, Joe slip, hooray. KahunaMui antics replay. Morning laugh track every day. Morning show, madness, dunks and strong brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag dripping heavy, no snooze abuse.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Morning show, madness, dunks and strong brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, muse. Swag dripping heavy, no snooze abuse.
You're picking up everybody in the room.
What's happening to KahunaMui?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
You can hear me. I can't hear you, but I know they can hear us. I cannot hear you at all, but I can read your lips. But I do know they can hear us. Welcome to the morning show with CCJOE and the great
Oh,
Kahuna Movie. I named him Kahuna Movie. That's his new name,
you
Kahuna
guys are in
Movie.
for a good show.
Now he's not. He's upset about that. He told me you misspelled my name this morning, but there's a madness to my method. Why he's called
He
Kahuna Movie.
misspelled it, and now he doesn't want to
For
admit it.
one, we know somebody in that chat room going to come to us and say, Kahuna, your name is spelled. And then me and him could argue about it to make you guys entertained. See, Joey here looks good. Thank you, Charlie. Don't sir. I do look good, don't I? For an old man. Thank you. Eggplant Frank, what's up? How you doing this morning, Eggplant Frank? Kahuna, I know you can hear me. Just nod your head. You can hear me, right? And I know they can hear me, but I can't hear you, so that's okay. That's even a good thing. That's a good thing. You can do your thing, and I can do my thing. I like that.
On the
I don't
same
know why we
show.
can't hear each other, but I just can't hear you.
This will be good.
Anyhow, who else we got here? H-Plant Frank, how's your day going? Charlie Don't Surf is here. Kahuna, I want to let them know about my quest. I think we should be fair to them and tell them what really is going on. Why you
Go
got
ahead.
upset with it wasn't so much the doctor's appointment. And let's face it, someone would have figured out why is he getting so obsessed with the doctor's appointment over wooden feet? Over wooden feet. And you want to elaborate a little bit more about that, don't you?
I think if he's having problems with his wooden feet, he needs to go to a woodwork.
Yeah. That's cool. I can't figure out why I can't hear KahunaMui at all. But they hear me all clear. Kahuna hears me perfect. That's weird. I might have to do this. Put it on. I know what I can do. Put it on Bluetooth.
Good morning,
and I'm gonna be able to hear him talking this way.
Charlie.
The only way to do it.
Good morning.
Okay. I'm with you, Kahuna. Hang on. I'm get the show up here live. Oh, the
Happy
morning
Aloha
show.
Friday.
Lou is competing against us, huh? Oh, all right.
Lou is in the chat.
That's cool.
Good morning, Lou.
So, yes. How about that?
Maybe they are.
Yes,
still.
Kahuna, you got it. Here you go.
Oh, they are still on.
So, Kahuna, it goes to show you. Now, I do a show with Lou on Wednesdays on his channel, right?
Yep.
And they're competing with us right now.
Yeah, I seen they're on. But we don't have to talk about that.
You see? That is not cool to me. And I don't care because we are going to have to talk about that. Because you know what? How about a little professional courtesy? How about it show us some respect?
Well, that's their time slot. That's the time slot they've had. They could have moved up into Kai's slot. That would have been a smarter move for them. But okay, not worried.
No, I know, but it'll make good.
Worried about it.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go that early. I think it was always. I think 7:30 in the morning is too early.
No, I agree. They could have. They could have moved up. They could have moved up a half hour sooner.
Yeah.
Too much delay there. You're better off not even listening to me.
Yeah. Now, let me ask everybody. Well, if there's a delay because I can't hear you at all from Streamyard. But then you guys can hear me, but I can't. I just put the phone on to hear him.
It'd be nice if we could get together sooner
before
the show and
I can disconnect the Bluetooth and get talking to the. If you don't have, do you have an internal speaker where it works? Okay. All right. I turn the volume up here. Okay, let me see if I do this. I better fix this like this. Let me see. It might work. Now talk. There should be no delay.
There's still going to be a delay.
No delay, right?
You're not delayed. I probably am. You're not.
Okay. All right. Let me
Oh,
turn my
I'm
phone off. I
horribly
don't know what to do
delayed.
here. I'm just gonna go straight to my phone.
I'm delayed by a good 20, 30
I'm
seconds.
just going to my phone. Yeah, I hear feedback from you guys. It's me. It's all on my end. I know that. Like I said, I got the portable equipment. I'm on the road, and I've never Bluetooth from Streamyard. The first time I ever had Bluetooth to this, so this is all new for me. And
But you can Bluetooth it to your phone, but your phone do it from your phone.
that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, just hang on. Go ahead, Kahuna. This is what makes us who we are. You know. So
Yeah.
Frank,
Yeah,
Frank, just chill, buddy. Give me a
that's who we
second to
are.
fix this. All right, and I'm gonna make these mistakes. You know, and that's what makes me me.
I think
Because
he's
that's
in
what
a
I like
holding cell,
to be
Gish.
goofy. You know what I'm saying? So hang tight. I think I can do this first like this. So I'm gonna take this off Bluetooth here, like this, and we're gonna say bye bye to Bluetooth here, and we're gonna keep that there, and I'm gonna go bye bye to Bluetooth somewhere here. I think.
I think we got to start setting
So
up morning
Kahuna,
sound
you
checks
can go ahead and
before the
elaborate to
show.
these people, and you can tell them give give your logic on this 9 o'clock slot that Lou's in there, and that kind of it really bothers me that he's doing this because I'm doing a show with him on his channel every Wednesday, and you know, do they just want to? Is Lou trying to? Is he climbing our tail here? Is he cloud chasing us, Lou? You
Well,
think he
you can
is?
talk to
I
them
don't
about
feel
it
it.
on Wednesday.
Hang on, just cool it. I'll be back in 2 seconds. You got.
Thank God. Thank God. The man could do a sound check 15 minutes before a show, don't you think? No. No, we can't. I thought the worst would have been yesterday. No, we're still in for more today. Yep. Well, let's see what we got going on in the chat this morning. Lou is in the chat. I don't know, Lou. I wish you guys would move your show up a little bit so that we wouldn't overlap, but I guess you guys got to do you. Romero Gonzalez, keep Kahuna. Yes, Romero. I don't recall seeing you in here, but welcome. You're on the right side of things. Eggplant Frank says, "Hello, friends. Good to see you, Eggplant. Eggplant can hear us both. Sound not great, but we can hear. Yeah, well, that's Joey. I don't know. Charlie Don't Surf says, can't sleep. Good to see you on. Yeah, we were running a little late this morning. Joey's trying to get set up. Can't get Bluetooth to work. Mrs. C was getting it, but I don't know. Still technical problems on Joey's end. Work with those curls. What's he talking about? Oh, Joey's hair? Sure ain't mine. Let's see. Seriously, curls look good. Eggplant says, I am well, thank you. Gain, good morning. Nice to see you in here. You call that competing? Laughing my ass off. Yeah, we don't want to overlap, but anyway, here we are. Eggplant Frank says, has to be your volume somehow, Joey. Could you hear the music before? Yeah, you could hear the music, but he can't hear me. I don't know what's going on there. He can't get the shit to work at home. How's he gonna do it on the road? Johnny Payton 8, $2. Joe,
Right.
I think Newey's getting annoyed with your faulty tech.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen to me.
Hey,
We won't have a second day of this. Movie will understand that. His place.
Hey, you're super hot. Super
Hot. What do you mean
Yeah,
hot?
fuck.
Really? Well, I'm glad I blew your ear out. Now you pay attention.
Jeez.
Okay? All right. Can you hear me there? What's happening,
Yeah.
people?
Yeah.
So, listen to me. Let me tell you something about me. I make mistakes and I'm an idiot. So that's the signature bit for everything. That's why people watch me, because I'm an idiot. You understand? So
They're getting their money's worth today.
they better believe it. They will get their money's worth today. So yeah, I know how to stream from the phone like a pro. Streamyard doesn't usually work from the phone, but
Are you on your phone now?
I got rid of the laptop because I couldn't hear you at all. And how am I going to do a show if you're stop talking? I don't know you stop talking, and then I sit there. You understand? It wouldn't work like that. Now we're back to normal here. See?
Yeah. No, this is good.
All right, there. So quit being. So get your panties out of your off today, and quit worrying about how am I going to learn this and how am I going to learn that. Grow with it. That's all you can do. Especially when you can't control nothing, I can just go like this, hit a button, and throw you right out. So be quiet and don't do that. Don't be worrying about mistakes. Okay? You're KahunaMui the legend, but I'm gonna make you KahunaMui.
Yes,
You're
sir.
a legend. You're a legend.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Today I get to be called sir. Yesterday you were called sir. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, we got it. Who gave us a $2 super chat? Johnny Payton, number 8. Johnny Payton, number 8. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Joey, I think nuts getting in said your faulty tech. Faulty tech is what's going to make you land on top of the world. Faulty tech.
He's got an eye appointment coming up too.
I do. Kahuna, don't be telling them everything about my medical condition, okay? I know if you're like you're AT&T, we tell you something the whole world knows. You know? Jesus. I mean, you want people to know. You don't have to call nobody. All you got to do is put you on the AT&T wire and say, "Kahuna," he'll get it out to everybody. Jesus, he's better than Twitter. That's KahunaMui Twitter right there. We love you, Kahuna. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, we do, buddy. You're the best. What's going on did you do, how many shows did you do yesterday?
Just one.
You did a lot or no? You did the one or you did our show?
One. I did, yeah, well, if you want to count that, it's 2.
Yeah. You hear the kids are in rare form this morning. Look at it. They're loving it. They're eating their breakfast. Kids, you just love it. One mama's got feeding. The other one's bouncing a ball. I told him here, I go bounce this ball with Kahuna's on here. I gave him a golf ball. I said, just bounce it real loud on the floor so Kahuna can hear it. I'm teaching bad habits to the kids, you know?
What a grandpa's supposed to do.
That's what a grandpa's supposed to do. That's right. So I wake up this morning and I open the refrigerator. I see my favorite thing in the whole wide world, whipped cream. Well, the first thing in my mind is, wow. As a kid, I used to sneak in the refrigerator and I'd be. So he's looking at me. He goes, "Grandpa, what are you doing?" I go, "Come here. Come here. Open your mouth." And I sprayed him. He's going, "That's good." He runs and rats on me as soon as I do it. He ratted on me. How about that?
Sounds about right.
He ratted on me. He catches me. I go, I better give him some of this little squirt of this whipped cream. And he runs to Grandma. "Grandma, Papa's in there. He's spraying that whipped cream in his mouth." And he's got a mouthful of whipped cream in his mouth. And he's ratting on me. Look at that. My own grandson ratted me out. Can you believe it? I don't like it. I was upset. I won't lie. I was upset. What's going on, baby? Hello, everybody. We had a great time yesterday. I had a lot of things to do after the show yesterday. We had to run around and get things done before we took this trip because we're 100 miles from home. I think about 100 miles. Now, last time I was here, I did my walk and talk from here, and it was interesting because people were asking questions about the town. little small town and the little landmarks. But we got here last night and we had a great time. And I didn't put the thumbnail up for today's show. And I knew when I woke up this morning, I go, babe, what time is it? She goes, like 6:51 or something. I go, wake me up at 8 o'clock because I got to put the thumbnail up. And there it was, the great DM from Cook. Is the show canceled? If the show's canceled today, go make a public announcement. And I'm like, we're not canceled, you know? Oh, and by the way, you spelled my name wrong. Oh, okay, did I? Oh, did I do that again? Oh, no, I spelled his name wrong. Oh, my God. Shoot me, please. Please. So, what's going on, Kahuna? You're not talking much today. What, did you get all talked out from yesterday? You lose your voice or what?
You told me to stand down.
No, I didn't tell you to stand down. I said,
I'm just here to throw in a few words after you're done talking.
No. Kahuna, you are the man. You made us a great show yesterday but what I said was you threw me off the show. I want you to keep me at bay, but not throw me away. You know.
I didn't throw you off the show.
That was your fault. You were playing with my equipment from your house. You told me now. Don't lie. You said you had all this equipment that you could do that.
I wish I had that power.
You have that power. You just don't know it. You just don't know it. You do have that power. Well, guess what, Kahuna? It's going to be a big weekend for you because tomorrow we're going to go through how we can have you a seat. And we're going to do this by where you can come in the show. If I miss a thumbnail or I misposted a show, you could go right in without disturbing me on a Sunday and you could fix it yourself.
I don't know how to do any of that thumbnail stuff.
You're going to learn. You better learn. It's a lot of responsibility when it comes with having a key. You know, you wanted it, you're going to get it. So you better take a crash course.
I just want to be able to end a stream and pull up chats and bring stuff up on the screen. That's all.
Right. So to get all that, don't you think there should be a trade-off? You should be able to have the other couple of responsibilities that needed if they're needed. I mean, it ain't all about roses, is it? You got to have some black dandelions killing the roses, don't you?
No, I'm totally against dandelions. That's my job.
Me too. But I'm just saying, you want all the roses, and then you don't want to jump into the war in the trenches and say, I got all the roses, I go to the front line. No. If I miss something, which I probably will, you'll probably have a list of things that you'll be writing down every day. But then you don't have to call and bitch at me, see? You don't have to disturb me on Sunday. You can just say, I don't worry about him.
Disturb you on Sunday.
Yeah. You disturb me. Everybody disturbs me on Sunday. Let's get something straight now. Sundays is a day for rest. Sunday is the seventh day of Sabbath day. God told me I don't have to work. I don't have to do nothing. You understand? So I don't want to be answering no phone calls about nothing about YouTube, Streamyard. I don't want to hear about that TSN is doing 3 shows. I don't want to hear none of that. They're the pros. I'm not. I'm just me. You understand? That's how I am. So I make this trip, and it's always great to see the daughter and the son-in-law and the grandkids. They got a wonderful family. The new baby's home. He's about 6-7 weeks old now. He's doing great. He's a fighter. He's going to be a tough one. But the granddaughter, she wears the pants out of everybody. She struts around here at a year old like she has got it, boy. She can tell you, she just gives you that look, and it's a great feeling, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that, to be here. Look at this. People call on my phone. That's my wife's best friend. That's all who could be. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I knew that call. I know the ringtone. So, Kahuna, how's the chat? We go with our chat. We got Dabbling in the Wind. Well, you know what? Hello, Dabble Story, and how are you? Welcome back to YouTube. How are you? How you doing today, Dabble Story? You're gonna insult me when I say hello and welcome back to YouTube. Well, you know what? That's the difference between class and non-class. So, welcome back to YouTube. I wish you nothing but success, Dabbling in the Wind, and good to see you here. How did I do, Kahuna? Did I show that I have a little class?
Sure.
Was I the human being here? Hello, Kahuna?
Yeah. Yep.
Hello, Eagle Pineapple. Eagle Pineapple, don't forget, people, 2:30 on Sunday. Catch his new show. You guys will like it. Welcome, Eagle Pineapple. Good to see you here, as always. Yeah, Eagle Pineapple. I can't wait to watch that guy. I really actually laughed. I had a good day of laughing today. Their timing's great, man. And I don't know if the same players are in that role every Sunday, but it made for a very entertaining show. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind talking about other shows and promoting them, and give them plugs, because, hey, success is what we all want, so let's roll, man. Let's all make it happen. It's just like how we got this idea about bouncing off each other's shows. Like we got the Jim and Bobby Nix with the Lunatic Lounge are our friends. You got Andrew and No Filter, who are our friends. We got Jason, who's we want to be friends with everybody at the network here, and we're working on that. We got Big Lou, who's I'm going to be talking to him this afternoon, and I'm going to give him an earful. And I know he's listening. And Lou, it's just business, buddy. Just business. Just understand that. And that's what it's all about. We have mad respect for the shows on top, TSN and the guys like that who have gave us entertaining.
I believe that those guys were in that time slot before we were here.
Correct. They were Monday through Friday to be a show. Gashes is here. What about Gashes? I didn't see you.
How's it going, Gashes?
Gashes. Good morning, Gashes. Of course we got you, Gashes. I didn't see you in the chat yet. Welcome. No, I'm not struggling to bounce off anything. It's Fridays is pretty relaxed day. We roll pretty good off each other, and he didn't know that we were going to do a show today because I was out of town, and a little lack of communication on my part. And I'm with the family, so I don't have to. See, here's the thing, Mr. Dabbles is a win, is I don't have to always be prepared for me because that's me. People know me. They know I'm all over the place, see? And it doesn't matter because I'm still going to be getting the people that are going to love us and people that hate us. Now, you made a triumph return, and the first thing you did out of the gate was lie. You lied about why you're going to be out of the Joey C business. And then you turn around and you put 30 more videos up. So to me, that's fraudulent. That's you telling a lie to everybody. And that's why you get what you get. Because people think, oh, he's back. Maybe he's going to have the talent we know he's got. And you don't. You come out of the gate with a tired old self, and you want to go to back down the dire old road, which is a failure for you at the beginning. It's going to be a failure again for you now. And you should just be you and go and make what you do best. You won't take that advice. And this round is I'm going to be completely silent. That's it. Have a nice life. I welcome you back to YouTube. And you know what? Use your talents in the right way, and I think you'll be a star. And that's the best way I can put it. Because I'm not going to be negative about anybody on this website, and I'm not going to do that because you want to know why? I evolved to be a better person, and you can too. So, and that's the way. No, I'm not afraid of anybody. If I was afraid of you, I wouldn't have been on the internet for 3 months. You're the one that left. That speaks volume. You got no way out of this to even come and bounce on me and call me afraid of shit. You're the one that ran, not me. Remember that. You made the mistake of running. I didn't. And that is going to, no matter who looks at you, except for your little friends, you're the only one going to convince them. You'll never convince anybody above me that you're better than me. See ya. Have a nice day. Okay? And let me tell you something. I'm a lot seasoned now. No, you weren't on a holiday. You were hiding because you're scared. You were scared because you couldn't knock me out of the box. Admit when you're wrong, and you will be a star. That's all I'm telling you. Learn. I learned. I took everything I got at me, and I learned to be a better person and a nicer person. Happy holidays to you. Wish you the best of luck. Kahuna.
Yes, sir.
Now, surely they've been pretty consistent on coming on Fridays now with the BS. Now, I'm pretty sure that Shuli mentioned somewhere down the road, he was just a summer thing with him. That it was just a summer thing. He was going to because the kids are out of school, and he wanted to spend a lot of time with his children, and Bob had a lot of things in the works. So I thought that was just a summer thing with them, So I'm pretty sure if the fall hits, the BS show is going to be back full time.
And Noel.
What's your position if they come back at a 9 o'clock slot? Now they're our friends. They'll promote us anytime we need to be promoted.
I think that most of the people here don't follow that as closely as we do.
Okay, good. That's good news.
I mean, we could ask everybody. I mean, if we got to move, we got to move.
Yeah. So that being said, yeah, because you know what, we're trying to really we're trying really not to be so much in this Dabbleverse, because the Dabbleverse is tired, isn't it? Wouldn't you think it is? It's really tired. It's getting old.
It is getting a little bit that way. Yeah, I'm not as much into it as I used to be. I used to follow that every day, every minute of every day, and I just don't know.
Yeah.
I caught Shuli yesterday. That's the first time in about a week that I've watched it.
You did, yeah.
Clips,
I mean, they're legends in my book. They if anybody was going to cover somebody to get the point out about them and bounce on them, a lot of people could have learned hard from them how the right way to do it, because I think finally, and it took John to make the keto mistake to go, well, Vince actually was the most instrumental piece to this whole thing. When he made that lawsuit against John, when he made a lawsuit, and then John epically come back and goes, I'm going to sue this one. Knowing he didn't put no thought in that. Did he think about, what am I doing? They got so many videos of me doing all these things that I'm really going after. And he had no know it was going to be disastrous for him. Because John is in a bad position. I don't care what anybody says, he's in a bad position. He positioned himself to pretty much either he's going to have to really think to come back off of this one, because the TSN owns him. They own him. There's no way, any way part of it. And Shuli, who's remarkable at what they did, Vince the lawyer played it perfect for a position for John almost to lose. I mean, and if Vince the lawyer did this I
hope he doesn't give in. I hope Vince doesn't give in and work out some sort of an agreement. I want this to follow through.
Yeah. Well, I do too. My worries is this. Like I thought, what we expressed last week. Is Vince trying to just do a work somewhere here with John, and all of a sudden it's all forgiven, and Vince is back on regularly on with John? I don't know. Vince seemed to be pretty serious about this lawsuit. I know that we had him on last week, and and he told us quite a bit, and what he could tell us, within the reason that he can't leak it out because of being in court. But when I talked to him a couple of times privately, I don't want to pry. I don't want to ask him too many things. It's really not my business. I don't feel comfortable even in private to ask someone that, because it's just I just don't do that. I mean, I met many times people say, you're tight with Shuli, you talk to him every day. You can ask, you're allowed to ask certain. I go, but as a friend, I don't think it's good to ask a lot of personal stuff. Like one day when Shuli was, I knew that I kind of thought it was a bit, the whole thing with Bob. Remember the bit they did with Bob quitting and all that? And they fooled a lot of people. I mean, like I said, you guys kept running your mouth in the chat room. You guys kept assuming. You set yourself up. We had no choice but to do this to you guys. But they're so seasoned that they could make it really look like they really are. And they came back and they go, "This is what you get for assuming. Stop assuming," like Bob said. Bob said it. I got allegiance to two people: TSN and Perry Caravello. That's it. That's all I got to worry about. And it was classic. And so that's why when I, because I have the inside track to Shuli because we're good friends, I don't feel if it is a work, if he wanted to tell me it was a work, he would have called me and say, listen, if you hear this stuff, it's a work. I don't expect that because I wouldn't want to know, because, it makes it better. God forbid if I slip something out on my show and ruin the whole thing they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's better off not knowing what's going on.
Yep.
Correct. So that's why when the people said, "Why don't you ask Julie this?" So some people that are close with us, that are big supporters, can you find out? Maybe if I did that and I told the person in confidence, they could have slipped it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's better that some things are just left. You don't need to pry and ask. Honk the Clown says, let's see what he says here. Honk says, can you read that, Kahuna? I can't. I'm on the phone. It's hard to see.
Honk the Clown says, VTL said in a private Discord server he was going to offer you a contract for an IRL stream. Watch out.
Yes, we talked.
Look what he did to High Pitch.
Right. Well, he wants to do it right, though. He wants to spend $4,000 or $5,000 in equipment and come in and have pros come in and mic up. Now, I told Vince I will not do nothing in my home. I do it if I was out. If it means covering me going out, driving, all that stuff, I do that. Because it could be great entertainment.
IRL, it's got to be in your home.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Not at the present time. And my wife has a hard time with that part. And yes, they have most of my private life has been shattered all over the internet, but most of it was due to me being coming up front with it. But when you take your private life and put it on the internet, and you get the haters, they're going to take all the truths and make it into their own truth, and then it could make a lot of great content. But with a guy like me who would take things right to the heart, it becomes unhealthy. It becomes really ugly, and then it could turn into a lot of bad things happening. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not worth it. Now, I don't know. I haven't heard Vince's pitch all the way through. I don't know what he's thinking, but I'll always, one thing I will do, I'll never say no. Like, I won't say 100% no right now on air. I will never shut the door until I at least listen to what they're proposing. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll take it even further. I'll take it to people that I trust. Like, you're my partner on the morning show. What do you think about this? Do you think it's a good idea? I want to hear your perspective. Then I'm going to, of course, sit down with my wife, and I'm going to take it to people that I really respect highly, like Shuli and Bob and guys that, and the Hack Right, guys that have really, really expressed, and there's a few other people out there that have expressed concerns or have told me, just do this and this, everything will fall into place. So it's just like, everybody's going to have haters. We know that. Everybody's going to have people love it. It's how you handle it. My wife always said to me day one, it ain't how you say it. It ain't what you say. It's how you say it. It's like when you took the title, you didn't change one word in the title. You just took my words and made it make more sense. You see what I'm saying? So I think that was my biggest problem, is instead of, I didn't use the thinking process. When someone fired at me, I just went code red without thinking it, and I would say the things I had to say, and people were trying to pick up on it, but I was saying it in an irrational way where I was too angry, and I could have said the exact same speech if I would have thought it through, and it would have came out and made better sense. It would have been better for me. You follow me what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So we got some new people here. Well, ARE is been with us before. Victoria, has she been here before? She seems like a new person in our.
I don't recall seeing her, but
yeah, I don't either. Well, with a lot of old friends coming back into this world YouTube visit for round 2, we're going to probably see a lot of new people in the chat room, and just we'll take it with a grain of salt and give everybody their respect and treat them well, and hopefully they'll do the same for us. First time. Hello, Victoria. Welcome, Victoria. Victoria, thank you for being here. Nice to have you here.
Ruth,
now this
morning.
Who is?
Ruth E.
Is that our old Ruthie? Is that the old Ruthie we used to have?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I'm not, like I said, I have to always think it's the person that we think it is. And usually it turns out to not be. But in this case, Ruth was with us for a while, and there was a lot of miscommunication on our part, or my part, mostly. I'm not going to blame anybody else on the channel. And I hope Ruth forgave us, or at least forgave you guys. She may still be mad at me. I'm okay with that. She may be upset with me. Just don't take it out on everybody else because they had nothing to do with my logic or my reasons back then.
She
And
was mad at you. She wouldn't be here. So.
Well, that's not true because you got to understand something here. She came back right when other people that came back as well, and they might have put her under contract, and you never know. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be all love here. Well, that's good to hear because I want nothing but to hear but straight love. No, I don't have an issue with you. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. Again, thank you. Because my logic back then and the way I thought things, I had zero trust. Even for my co-hosts, I started not trusting them. It's kind of like right like a movie when Scarface, he wasn't even trusting his right-hand man. And he wound up killing him because he married his sister, and he didn't even give him a chance to explain why he married his sister. So that's where I was in my position is everybody was lurking, everybody was an enemy. I even was telling my wife, oh, wait a second, you working with them? I even went as far as that, you know, because of discourse. Discourse is the devil's home. Stay out of discourse, and you'll never have to worry about anything, you know. That's made only for devil's people, you know, the discord. It really is. True fact.
Good for you,
Ruthie. People that go in there. No, look, Ruthie, I did not know that your thoughts. I was a double. Yes, I did think you were a double agent. Not 100% though, and I went half-cocked, and I went ahead and said, it's better to be safe than sorry. And it's all based on statements you were making that at the time of people that were, and they still hate me, but I'm more seasoned, more successful, more liked by all the people that need to like me. So, and when I was sat down and talked to how haters really work, and I'm like, why would people want to be for nobody like me? Why? I never got that. I was never a comedian. I never was a movie star. I never was any of that. I just a hardworking person who made a lot of mistakes in my life, who came on the internet, and they said, with success comes great responsibility. The more successful you get, the more people are going to try to take that away from you. And it's because they hate so much. I knew hate existed in life. I've seen a lot of bad things, but I never knew in a fantasy world of the internet how deep haters get. And I come to one conclusion: they're miserable with themselves. They have no love anywhere. They've never been showed any love whatsoever. They go to work miserable. They come home miserable. They eat, they're miserable. And they were comfortable when they met other people like them. And once they got together, the 4 or 5 people like that, they thought they were on top of the world. And then they go and they try to crush people. And they have talents. Don't get me wrong, they have severe talents of how to make clips, how to make thumbnails, how to bring the craziness out of people. Very much gifted to how to if they know your character traits, which some people are good at studying that. And that's why each of them played a part, and they know what pushed your buttons. When someone can do that and put together a team, they're gonna get their content. And me, hook, line, and sink. In the beginning, I fell for all that shit. But now, I don't worry because I know where I'm at and I know where I'm going. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And Kahuna, it's like what we want to do. Consistent, every day, 9 o'clock, roll Monday through Friday. And that's all we can do, is get on here and do that and let the people see he's consistent. Kahuna brings it to the table, so he sees on fire, and then we go and we roll. And that's all we worry about. Am I getting close?
Close to what?
What happened?
Can you take that chat down, or let's go through the chat?
Oh, I didn't take it down. Sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. How's that? Are we good there? There we go. There we go. It's down. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me that, cool. Because sometimes did I leave a chat up one day, like over an hour one day? I was rambling and talking.
Yeah, it happens often. Long.
Yeah, I know. I know one day I wanted to keep it up because I was just being a ball buster, but yeah, I gotta.
Usually when you get knocked off the internet, there's always a chat up, and then it stays there the whole time.
And because you have no authority to do anything, I get it, Kahuna. I get it. Kahuna, listen to me. I trust you. I trust you with my underwear. I tell you that right now. So if I trust the guy to keep my underwear safe,
you have no worries with me stealing your underwear.
exactly. So if you're not going to steal my underwear, I know you're going to be honest with me on everything else. So because I got some pretty nice underwear, you know what I'm saying? They're nice and silky, and then they feel real good when you press them up against your skin. You know what I'm saying? So if that don't entice you, my underwear, and I'm talking about my dirty bag of underwear, the dirty bag of underwear. You know what I'm saying?
Soap ones don't stay up. They're always around your knees by noon.
Yes. And if I could trust you there, that's great, isn't it? That's great. So anyhow, I just think it's great, man, that we could do this now. I'm curious because I was supposed to go on the BS show, and I told him, I go, but wait a minute, I'm live at 9:00 too, and so I just told him I'll do it.
I have a feeling it isn't going to happen because they're having Jackie Martling on today.
Yeah. And this is before Jackie would come on. I talked to Shuri that I can't really do it because I do my show, and yeah, anybody big like that, I'm getting bumped. There's no way he's bringing me on. Which
if you had to go there for 15 minutes or a half hour, that wouldn't have been a big deal.
No. Yeah, but I know that you can handle it. But yeah, is Jackie? Did he confirm to come on? Is he on there now?
He was on the thumbnail, so I'm assuming that it's all going.
That's great. And that's the one thing about the TSN network. Julie has a lot of people that he can pick up the phone and bring on to the show. Hunk says, Joey C., how do you feel about Shuli and his return to podcasting to be a show 5 times a week? Oh, it's going to happen. I mean, he made that announcement. It was a summer thing. They took the time off, and they actually reserved the show, which was a great show. But here's hey, Gonzo, what's up, brother? What's happening, brother? Gonzo, my boy.
Hey, Gonzo,
that's Gonzo. Gonzo, you're up, brother.
Joy.
Gonzo's the best. But a Hawk, that's only going to make us better because Shuli's going to plug us. Shuli's going to talk about us. Shuli's going to do it in such a way that you got to understand. If you listen to Shuli the other night, he makes it very clear how we're good friends and how he's just got to have Joey C in his life. And I'm okay with that. And I would never try to compete because we're no chance to compete with Shuli. And even if we rose to the top and was able to compete against him, I wouldn't do that. I'm just not like that. I learned from Shuli. I learned from Bob. I learned from the show. Love you, brother. Keep up the good work. Proud of you and the Joey C Network. Thanks, Gonzo. That means a lot to me, man. Gonzo Stickcock is a big name in the radio business, and I got endorsements like that. There's no way we could fail because I surround myself with good people, and I'm only as good as the people I surround myself around. No matter what antic I bring, no matter how off I am, how crazy I am, I always make sure I got people around me that can fine-tune me or put the brakes on like Kahuna does, and it works. I have no qualms. I want to make that very clear today. When Kahuna comes in and he wants to roll, I think it's beautiful because I really hate to hear that he thought I was upset with him yesterday, and I wasn't. And I know it bothers him, but I let him stew in it all night, and I shouldn't have done that by ignoring him. But I wasn't. I was getting ready to come to my families, and that was the most important thing on my plate. And why would I get mad at you? You did a remarkable job. It was perfect timing. The best was when I threw the equipment all over the place, and then I just said, "Here you go. Here you get." I dismantled my equipment at the desk.
I was telling my wife that about how you couldn't get your goddamn mic to work, and then pretty soon you just threw a temper tantrum. Started pulling cables up. It was like fucking spaghetti. It just kept coming.
That was great. That's great. I love it.
Did you get the mic figured out?
Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out because I think I went on and I was doing some tests, but not online, and we didn't have a problem. I had so much to do yesterday because when we knew the end result, we were driving 100 miles. I didn't want to get here too late because the kids would be sleeping, you know what I'm saying? So we got here fairly good. We were still daylight when we got here. That was important because my daughter's like, "You guys leave yet?" because we always wind up running into problems of stream or something. And last time we came, we got here very late. Kids were asleep. You know, now we got to come in and we got to wait. You know, we got to go right to bed. So we got here early enough yesterday. We were able to have. What's up, buddy?
I didn't clean up my room.
You gonna clean your room up right now? Right now, you're gonna clean your room? He's here, Papa Joe. Excuse me, I gotta clean my room now. And you're in there streaming. Okay, we won't be in your way, buddy. All right? Okay, I promise. He's making his bed and everything. Huh?
Who taught him that?
Well, his mother and his father.
I've never heard of a kid that age come in and say, "I gotta clean my room now."
He's making his bed. He's making his bed. He's fixing the bed. His grandma tells him. His grandma tells him a lot too when she talks to him every day. But then he got up this morning. He goes, "I need to go take my shower so we can get ready for the day to go to Walmart." He wouldn't. I got to be fresh. He said, "You got to be fresh, right?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, he twice a day he's in the shower before bed. But when he goes out in public, he said, "I got to be fresh." He wants a dinosaur egg. We're going to get some dinosaur eggs today.
Nice.
What kind of egg are we getting?
A dinosaur egg.
A dinosaur egg? A dinosaur egg.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so he wants one. He's got one. So I told him, are they all the same with slime in it? Because why would you want to have more? And I think he just likes the slime inside the dinosaur eggs, you know? Is that, you like the slime? He slimed me yesterday. He slid it in. I didn't see it. I must have been talking to somebody like I always do. Well, he wants me to show you his slime. You see? See his slime? You see it? There we go. There's his slime.
I didn't know they still did that stuff. That was a big thing a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he likes the slime. Yeah, he likes it. So he put it all over down my shirt yesterday. He must have stuck it in when I was talking, and I didn't notice it. So he even knows Grandpa's talking so fast and so much, I can get this in on him. And he sits next to me. He's just going, nah, 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 nah. And I look down, and all this slime is going down. I go, you got me good. You know? So he multi-talent that in. Right, buddy? School starts soon, right? Yeah, he's all excited. He's got school coming up soon. So I'm happy. We come up to help get him some things and just to visit the new baby. I think, when's the school started? Like next week? The 12th. The 12th, right, buddy? So he's got, today's the 2nd, right? So he's got, Florida starts always at the beginning of August. Yeah, wow. Always. Well, in the Midwest, we used to start in the middle of September in Illinois. And I think you're not going to live in the same way, isn't it?
That's the way it is here, too. Some schools start like the Wednesday before Labor Day, but most start the day after Labor Day.
Yes, that's how it was here. I think we started like the 7th or the 8th in Illinois, and because Florida prepares for like hurricane season, where they might have to take a week off at a time, is why they go extra early, because of maybe all the missed days from different events that can happen in Florida to cause schools to close down. Yes.
What is that?
That's Orange Crush.
Oh, hey.
Did you ask your mom and dad if you could drink Orange Crush?
No.
I don't want to get in trouble for you drinking the soda and then I get yelled at. Did you like that whipped cream that you ratted me out this morning? You ratted on me.
No.
You ratted on me. You told Grandma, he's in there drinking he's eating the whipped cream after I gave you some. You ratted on me. You rat. You rat, think you. I didn't rat on you. No, they said I ratted on him. I'm a rat. He said. He goes. He takes a sip of the Crush. He goes, Papa Joe, what is that stuff? I go, Orange Crush. He goes, but first he had to taste it first. Then he had to ask me about it. You know. So you like that Orange Crush, huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know what.
Grandpa drinks sweet tea a lot. I'll drink some sweet tea. Be nice to Kahuna. Look at all the people there. Say hello. You got to be nice. You can't come on the camera, but you can put your hand and wave. And they hear you. Trust me, they hear you.
I'm talking about stranger danger.
Oh, see, Mommy says she talked about stranger danger.
We hear everybody.
Yeah. Kahuna said he hears everybody. Especially said he hears your big mouth, really.
Yeah, tell him to shut his bald head ass up.
Oh! Wow. So that's great.
I love Kahuna.
She loves her. She heard that. She loves. He said he told his wife this. He had to crack it up. He said we were having trouble with faulty equipment. All of a sudden, Joey sees like you see like spaghetti wires going here. Well, you should have seen when she went in by the desk. She went to go on the computer and I had it all piled up with mics and cords. She goes, I can't believe you did this. Well, look at what you just did to all the equipment. She goes, but no. I'm like, relax, honey. I'll go over now.
On your way home, on your way home, stop and buy some wire ties. I'm going to do that. I'm going to Walmart today with my grandson. I'll buy some there.
Yeah, I'll buy some there.
I have one.
They have them. I believe. You have some?
We got the black ones.
Right.
They're like this.
The smaller ones.
And the big ones, they stick.
Yeah.
And you put the wires in them.
Oh yeah, and you put them around the desk and stuff. I used to be all that stuff when I was working at my office at baseball. I had everything perfected around where you couldn't see a wire. I used to care about this stuff. I don't know what happened. I just don't care. But her computer, the computer is my wife's. You know, it's hers. It's something that she got for herself. It allowed me because I broke so much equipment.
It's a gift.
It was a gift. It was a gift, and to her, and I was so careless. When I get angry, I used to break stuff. You know, if it was mine, I wouldn't break no one else's stuff. But mine, I didn't care. If I paid for it, I didn't care. You know, and it would just be, no, I got to go back to the store, or I got to order it again. You know, Gonzo asked us a question earlier. I got to go get back to this question. He says, Gonzo, how did you meet Kahuna, Joey C? And are you from Hawaii, Kahuna? Just want to know the Joey C and Kahuna backstory. So Kahuna, you've said this a few times, and this is all you, man. That's what Gonzo's asking.
I'll help you out.
No, I'm from Minnesota, but I used to have a relation out in Hawaii. And we go there every year. We have many friends out there. We go out there for a couple of weeks every year, and I want to move there permanently, but I don't know if we'd ever be able to afford to live out there.
Road slime. You make it a boat road slime.
Okay, buddy.
Road.
Okay, buddy. Now, Kahuna, the second part of the question is, how did we meet? I think you tell a better version of it. So I think it's important that you let Gonzo know that. As well.
It goes all the way back to when Shuli left Stern. I used to be a big Stern follower, and then one day I just Googled Shuli and found out he was doing a podcast. So I came on here and I kind of got into listening to Shuli do his podcast, and then one day Joey's on there, and it's like, holy cow, what a mess this guy is. And I thought, I got to check him out. So I go over and I subscribe to Joey's channel, and I was over there quite a bit, on and off. And one thing led to another, and Joey asked me to come on the show one day, and I turned him down. I said I didn't have equipment to sound good, and can't do much with these looks. But I finally I went out and I got some equipment. And I thought, okay, now I'm ready. So I let him know, and he put me on Kai's morning show. And I did that for a couple of weeks, and I was doing other shows. As soon as I got on that show, Bobby Nick picked me up right away and put me on Lunatic Lounge and No Filter with Andrew. I've done so many shows since I first got into it. But this is my home, so you know.
Thank you, Kahuna.
This is home base. I gotta come back here every day. But I love doing all the other stuff too. So it's been a blessing.
Yeah. Sure. You know, Kahuna, like he said, he saw me. Like many of you saw me on Shuli. Gasher says he discovered me through Carl, which I did pick up a lot of Carl viewers when Carl did that great interview with me, and it was more of a serious interview for me. Carl handled it very well. He didn't bounce on me. He didn't joke on me too much. He did have Tukey and Cardiff with him interviewing me, which they were the ones throwing in the curveballs. And Carl graciously handled it very well, but their timing was perfect. And Carl knew that I wanted it to be somewhat of a serious interview because then everybody had exploited me in a kind of a way that, you know, they were just wanting to know who this guy was and took their own version. So we thank you, Gashes, for that. But Kahuna and I I believe I probably threw him out of the chat room. I guaranteed I probably did somewhere down the line at one point. And like I thrown everybody out. And but I did see, I recognized it. He's actually my first person. If I was a scout looking for talent, he was my first person I ever talked into doing this. I would have hit a home run if I was a talent agent. My first pick would have been a home run out of the ballpark. And I think from that on, I would have found clients. I would have been very successful at picking talent. And so I always got that to fall back on. If I at best to go out and scout talent for these shows, and Kahuna was it, and it works perfect. But here's the thing, man, when he got equipment, he didn't just half-ass it. This man, one day he was telling me his mic, this guy's got top-notch everything. From the chair, he just took so prideful. That's what I love about him. If he took the pride and the time to, he wasn't going to make no mistakes. That's why he gets frustrated, because I think he said it best when he first came on. I put him with Kai. Kai, we all know, is a very prep guy. He's very organized guy, and you got to get the feeling that Kahuna is the same way, especially after he goes out and gets all this equipment. So, and he kind of, I think, even though one day he says, I really am supposed to be, because he told me as long as he gets to go on his first show with me, and I love that about it. But I'm so radically off the charts that, because he wanted to be such a perfectionist and wanted to be where people see that he's a professional, going with me on a regular basis at that time, I think would have made Kahuna be like a third stooge. You know what I'm saying? And I respected that enough to recognize, no, he needs to be. And then he went into the Alpha Shot Lounge. Other people picked him up to be there. And then I brought him in to do, I think he did a couple of night shows with me as a guest spot. You came in. But then the morning slot, it fell on our lap. Because Julie and them really did a justice by taking time off. I think 9 o'clock was a great slot. It needed to be filled with someone consistent. And of course, when we did it, everybody else followed. We had 3 or 4 shows that were coming behind us, and you know, we welcomed that because we were all working together. And then, because we always knew we didn't want to go on this, we didn't want to touch Kai's spot when he was on, because that would be, first, it'd be rude for me being he's with the channel, and second of, he was so consistent in that spot that he was starting to come out where he was getting a lot of consistency back. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait till he's getting rest right now. He's got a lot of work with his other job that he has to tend to. That's the main reason. And when he's doing the shows, he don't just do it as part-time. He makes his show full-time with his full-time regular job, and the guy's getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? And then he can't perform at all. You know what I'm saying? So he did the right thing, and he knows every morning I'm going to say hello to him and Mr. Honeybee. Hope your vacation is going well, and we miss you, and we'll see you soon, buddy. That's all I can say there. Kinky Local, good morning. What's up, buddy? Here's another great story for Catalano TV and the rise of Joey C. And Kinky Local was one of my arch nemesis for a long time, and it just goes to show you. Morning, and I even said, I gave Kinky a big shout out on Tukey the other day, and even Tukey was the turn. He liked to hear that. They really
he's a mod for
yes, he's the main mod over there, and most of these really fine-tuned shows, the guys that get to 700-800 people in live shows, they don't like people being banned, you know, and they're there just to make sure that people are doing things they shouldn't be doing. But I mean, Kiki will tell you, he had so much hate for me. If I just said hello in the chat room, I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Because that was his way of saying, yeah, well, which I appreciated it. I never got mad about that. I just call Rocco up and say, your bitch Local just banned me out. I don't have no control over that. But then I want to believe he likes the kid a lot. So Rocco, he sometimes puts the hammer on you, but he blames on everybody else, you know. That's like one day I was talking to Rocco.
Sending kinky messages, ban him right
Sure he was. Exactly. Of course he was. But I just, even Shuey, when I talked to him the other day, he says, you know, he goes, I'm proud of you. He goes, and if anybody expects you to just be a 180 all the way and just become a complete, if Joey C didn't have it was all in fun. Yes, it was. If Joey C didn't be Joey C, why would anybody want to watch Joey C? That's what Shuey tried to point out to me. if you don't be you, then you got nobody. But if you can do it and tweak the things that I told you and Carl told you, and just make that more fun, you're going to keep right. Bob said the same thing, and he's right. Put the anger into the show where it needs to be put. You know, that's where it needs to be put, and that's what we're going to do. And because of everybody, the experiences I've had, good or bad, that how can you not get better on a daily basis? How can you not? You have to. You just have to. If you don't, then you're in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? And me, I think we do get better by the day. I think we and there's days like this morning, I come on, I'm all over the place because I really didn't have nothing planned I want to talk about. I wasn't really thinking. Luke, gonna buy what's happening, brother. Gashes says, bring the fire to the show. We want to make breakfast. He wants us to light his fire. But I didn't even know what I was going to talk about in the beginning. I'm more paying attention to the grandkids. I'm here to see them. I'm not even thinking about the show today, you know. But the show must. Good morning, Bobby Nix. What's happening, Bobby Nix?
Good morning, Bobby.
Great Bobby Nix, everybody. We gotta. And Kahuna's on that list of people that are here on this left side. When it comes to me talking about things that I need to not reopen again, and so I said to my wife, she goes, but my wife knows me better than anybody. She said, but I know you're the person that there's just some things you can't keep trapped in you, and you got to make a point about it. Just get it out, get it over it, but do it in a positive way the best you can. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I handled myself well this morning because 6 months ago, if certain people came into my chat room, I would have been explosive in the bad way that could have hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I gave them what they wanted this morning by just uttering their name, but I did it and from my heart, I meant what I said in a positive way. I wish them journeys for people like that to be very happy and to be successful. Chris Dyers, member for 1 month. Is this a show? No, this is not a show. Not yet, anyhow, but we're working on it. Welcome, Chris. Is Chris?
He's the host of the PAA podcast.
Oh, that's Chris, my man, Chris. Chris, what's up, buddy? Hey, Chris. Oh man, I was going to get a hold of you the other day. The equipment you had in Vegas when you were doing the live streams in the bar, you had a front camera. It looked like the police type camera, what they wear out there. Now, you were live through that camera, or is there other equipment needed when you're traveling? Because instead of doing it off the phone or carrying letter, I want to go to that setup. Because we were live, and you brought me into the picture to make a shout out. You had little mics that you were going to put on me, but I was loud enough. He brought this little mic over. I don't need that. Don't hear me. He laughed. He goes, well, he was going to put this little mic on me, and I go, we don't need that. Don't hear me. Trust me. And it came out good. So, Chris, I use phones. You use everything. Okay, so I'm a little dumb here. My wife said the same thing. It's all got to go probably through the phone. Break it down for me if you don't mind. And I'll bring you on if you will. Damn, Kahuna can forward you a link. If you're not busy, you want to come on for a minute to break this down for us?
Are you able to bring somebody up from there?
I can bring them up. Yeah, I can bring them up if you could send them a link.
I don't know how to get them a link.
PAA podcast and Twitter. Look them up on Twitter. Just look up PAA podcast. If you're available, Chris, you come on for 5 or 10 minutes, and so we could. I need to get the breakdown like I'm a 6-year-old through the phone. You had the camera here.
Chris, let us know if you're available.
Yeah, let us know. I joined my own live stream from other device. See, that's Greek to me because I don't know nothing you're saying because I can't do none of that stuff. That's what I'm saying. Good internet is key. Of course, good internet is key. At home, I have a lot of great internet. I have mobile data on my phone, unlimited. In most areas, I got good data. I'm in a very rural area right now, and I'm going off my data. We haven't had not one problem with the internet because I got data that's unlimited. But you're right. I mean, I went and streamed when I was driving down to Fort Myers, and we had a lot of bad. I'm about to shower, join my show. Said, I'll do that, Chris. I'll do that. I'll come join you Saturday night. Thank you. Good internet's the key. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, we had Chris on the show with us. I let him come in with the 1 year anniversary. We invited him in. He was a great guest. You know, he's a
PAA podcast on Twitter, but there's No followers, and he's following nobody. That can't be the right one.
No, I don't think that's the right one. I'll make sure that you make a connection with him too as well. I can DM him, so we'll get where you can talk to him. He's got so much class. He's got a lot of connections in Vegas. He goes, next time in Vegas, I'll take care. We'll get you to Uber. He's got connection with Uber drivers. Yeah, he's a good guy. Did you find him? All right, good.
I'll follow
Yeah, so
him,
yeah, I
but
can do things.
got him in the future.
Good, yeah. And Chris, Kahuna's a good guy you communicate with. Now, Chris used to be a politician. He ran for actual offices in many different positions over the years. And his PA podcast is about covering politicians. He was covering, he did some great coverage on
Gotta be such a fine line to walk on YouTube covering politics, isn't it?
Well, he was a politician, him and his partner. So I think they know the ins and outs of the rules of the media pretty well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Jib, he can't do it. Jib doesn't do any political shit on here. He does his on Rumble.
Right. Correct. Now, Chris, whatever he's doing, he obviously knows everything the proper way because he was a politician. He was covered. He covered Trump. He did a Trump. But Chris puts his link in the chat room, kind of like what's his name did the other day, Jason. It's open. Anybody can go in on his. And I think he did. He does that. I don't know if he still does it like that, but he mostly puts his link up there for people to come on. But you wouldn't see anybody from our neck of the world because they're not into politics. But I guess the people that watch him, he lost 5 elections. You hear that? In his life. He's retired from the election business.
What was he running for? Do you know?
Yeah. Well, ask him. He's listening.
Yeah, let us know what you were running for and what state. Do you know what state?
I believe Nevada. I believe that's where he's at now in Nevada.
On his Twitter.
Yes, he's from. I don't know if he's from there, but I know I think most of his elections were from there. I like the guy. I think he's a great guy. He was very professional. I mean, he obviously he knew a lot about me if he's following the Danvers, and he treated me like a human being. It was a nice guy. You know, he asked me, "Do you mind coming on to say a few words?" And I did. I go, "Do I mind? Let's go, brother." I plugged him. I talk about him from time to time on our shows. He's good people. He's a person that you could network well with. And like I said, PAA podcast, everybody. You want to get a good different perspective on different things and learn about real life events, like the political world.
He's got a lot of Nevada stuff posted on his Twitter.
Yes. Nevada House twice, Lieutenant Governor once, County Commissioner, State Assembly. Big positions.
Yeah. Maybe
I mean, that's
start with mayor.
Exactly. So if you got the know-how and you're able to run for positions like that, you lost. That's true, but that's a big fee. I don't know, if, Chris, have you been in Vegas for many years? Because I'm going to throw a name in. Do you remember Michael Ippolito that ran for sheriff in the 80s? He ran for sheriff. He lost to the current sheriff in the 80s. If you go back that far, Michael Ippolito in Nevada, Las Vegas, in Clark County. I don't know if you remember that election.
How long ago was that?
In the 80s. I don't remember. I can't pin down the exact year of the 80s. It might have been 80s, early 90s. I don't know if you remember that.
He doesn't look old enough to be from the 80s.
Since 1998, so this was prior to you. My cousin ran for sheriff. He was a former police officer in Chicago for many years. And at the end, they crushed him because they tied him to the mafia. And they just whomped all over him in election day. You know, they came out, they held all the good stuff to the end and started hammering it out for him. And he didn't do so well in the election, but he had it going. He was high in the polls. He could talk a good game, and he was a good cop. Don't get me wrong, but they linked him to being a corrupt cop in Chicago, and it hurt him at the end. But
he says he's 52. His avatar doesn't look that old at all.
Look at that, buddy. You got to get
he was in his early 40s.
Jesus, Kahuna, he's gonna love you. Well, you know, politicians, they got to look good and dapper. You know that. until they become presidents and they start looking like a Biden. When you start looking like, and even Trump,
hair and makeup people than I do.
that's exactly right. Chris is a good guy, people, and if you get a chance, go over and watch PA podcast. I'll tell you, he's a winner. He might have not won the election. He might have not won the Nevada House twice. He might have lost to the lieutenant governor.
Not yet.
But he's a good guy. He's a good podcaster. Huh?
He hasn't won yet.
He hasn't won. Well, no, I said he might have not won the Nevada House twice. He might have not won the lieutenant governor. He might have not became the county commissioner. He never became a state senator. But he knows how to podcast, and he gives you great information. And he's very, just check him out, people. You know what I'm talking about.
Persistence reduces resistance.
That's correct. That's very correct. Very true. Very true. And like I said, anybody can come in our chat room and say this and say that and make fun of how many people are watching. And I'm okay with that. I don't care if there's 0 people. The point is, are we watchable? A lot of people will say yes. We're not watching. I had people come up to me. Pat Dixon made a perfect example. He said, I couldn't watch more than 10 minutes of you when you were ranting and raging and loud and doing this. What's up, Vlad? How are you, Vlad the Dragon? What's up, Joey? What's up, buddy? How are you? And Chris Dyer said, I got active in 2007. Ron Paul is when he really got into politics, and he is 52. People can rant and rage about this, but here's the thing. I'd rather have. That's not true, Joey. I've watched whole shows. No. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in general. People used to say, Pat Dixon, I'm using Pat. He says, I could pop in and watch you for 5 or 10 minutes. And Pat, his personality, when I didn't start making sense to him, he just couldn't. But he said one day he got about 45 to 55 minutes of the show I did. And he said once I was more calmer, and he said he could watch me all day long like that, and he became more watching. Yeah, I understand people wanted to rush. They wanted to hear me rant and rage and scream and foam coming out of my mouth and smoke coming out of my ears and me almost dropping dead to have a heart attack. People like that. I mean, sure, why not? I'll have a heart attack for you. Why not? I'll drop on the floor for you guys. I put in my work for that. But they're right. I went back and I'm like, Jesus, I can't even understand myself on some of this stuff. And that's what made me think, if you're going to do this, at least make the effort to do the best you can. And I think a lower key, I know Kahuna likes a lower key, Joey.
Likes what?
They used to tell me, likes a lower key, Joey, that's more, you can understand what he's saying, instead of me screaming and spitting all over the place, Cupcake said it best. He used to send me messages. I can't remember the exact word. He used to call me. He would tell me, I need 2.0, Joey, not 10.0. He goes, and he would watch me. And if I was 10.0, Cupcake would tell the chat, oh boy, 10.0 Joey's not good. 2.0 Joey's good. And I mean, even DG. When you see DG going in and out a lot when I was on a rampage, he couldn't look at me no more because I was all over the place. It made great content. But here's one thing I discovered more than anything. No matter what people say, no matter what the shows like us that are starting out at the bottom and working our way up slowly, every time I put John in the thumbnail, every time I talked about John consistently, my views or anybody's views is quadrupled. Just the name Stuttering John, somewhere in that thumbnail, and a good rant about him, you're going to get people. They see that thumbnail, oh, Stuttering John, they beeline right to it. Everybody. And that's the one thing I think that he tries to make people understand is why he thinks in his own mind, I'm the reason. But he's right. He's partly right when it comes to that. He just don't tell the part where, but they're really just calling to make fun of me. They're really coming to see how much of an idiot I am. He won't say that part, but he's right. As far as a jaw, Joey, send me
that part. He doesn't believe that.
It's on his way. Right. He doesn't believe that part. I'll say it right now, Gonzo. He doesn't believe, or will tell anybody, he believes they're there because they really enjoy him. He'll never tell you they're here to hate on me. They all hate me. I'm the biggest joke of the devil. He won't say that. but he is the number one draw, his name, when it comes to everything on the Jaguars. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. It's okay. So he's right about that. He is not lying when he says that. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I give him that and only give him that. Let me send I don't know. Can you look up Gonzo? Because if I did, I'm going to send a link. It's going to take me out for a second. So I might be gone for 30 or minutes. So I'm going to send Gonzo a link. So.
Look it up on the computer.
No, I could do that. Let me see if I can do that. Hang on. Yeah, I can do that. Hang on. I can go to my Twitter from there. Hang on.
You're asking for more technical issues.
No, you're right. Can I do the laptop again? I just got to send a link to Gonzo, and if I do it from here, I'll close myself out of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So hang on, Kahuna. I'm going to do it this way.
I mean, so I'm not going to go out with babies here.
No, I'm not going to sit out here.
Okay.
Kahuna says, don't pause vortex, just go to the laptop. That's what I'm doing. Hang on. Oh, they're in school. Oh, hi.
Say hi, Papa.
She's scared of Papa. She wants, hi. Oh, Papa cried. Papa cried.
Go ahead, Pineapple. Ask away.
What happened?
I'm talking to
All right, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right here, but I'm going to do it the way you said so I can do it this way. It'd be easier. I just got to get into the browser there. And we'll have Gonzo on and we'll talk a little bit. You know, I'm going to get back to my grandkids, and they're right now they're picking up for breakfast and cleaning up everything, and the kids get in the shower. We're going to go to Walmart and find dinosaurs. You know, so that's what we got to do today. Find dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. Got to have dinosaurs. As he calls it, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. He's just learning how to say big words like that. So it sounds so funny when he says it. It's actually pretty cool how he says it. So, let me get the link here. Invite. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. You're wrong. Listen to me. Shuli sent me a link. They want me on.
Oh,
you're gonna have to take over the floor for Gonzo. Shuli sent me a link.
I was about ready to bug out of here, so.
You really?
Well, if I gotta hang on, I'll hang on. You sent Gonzo a link?
10 minutes. I'll say hello to Gonzo. Shuli sent me a link at 10 o'clock.
You've got to be able to get him up here.
Well, I'll get Gonzo on him right now. Hang on. But I cannot not go because I just got a message. Shuli is sending you a link at 10. It's already 10:33. I gotta go on. So I gotta go on.
Gonzo co-host. Hurry up and get in here.
All right, guys. Stay away. Don't leave him alone. All right, hang on. It's coming, Gonzo. Give me a minute.
Pineapple says, do you endorse TSN and now Hackwright and Luigi Greenberg's racism towards British dabblers? I don't think they're racist towards British dabblers. I think it's just part of.
I don't think they're not. TSN ain't racist towards anybody.
That's how I'm fixing it.
Okay, let me see. I got it right here.
I don't know, Pineapple. I haven't looked into it, to be honest with you. I'm sure they're just going after Clay Dabbler. Clay Dabbler's a good dude, though. They shouldn't be going after him. Or Fish in general. I wouldn't support that stance because I have a lot of podcasting friends over there.
Looking for Gonzo here on my list.
I'll give you the alot. The alot one's good.
God, I should fucking mute.
When I got shoes, it's bigger than yeah. I just don't have it here. If not, I would have done it. I just do it with my toes. And I rub them on them.
This might be I don't wonder on Christina's.
I'm going to start my own show. It's going to be called the Joey Free Show.
That's
it. Joey C.
It's
going to be Joey Free. The Joey Free Show. That's what I'm going to do. What side of history will you and Joey be on? I would not support being racist towards British people. Everybody has their views. I would not support being racist against British. I have several friends over there. That wouldn't work with me.
You told me that last time I was here.
Everybody can be who they want to be. I'm not going to tell people who to like. And
Okay,
who not to
Dante.
like,
Thank you, Mama.
I have no problem with British people.
Come on, this way.
Pineapple, you're
Dude,
from
how do I taste something on
you're
here?
from over there.
Do I
I think.
taste
Are you?
something? So the link to Gonzo. How do I taste it?
Joey, can you hear me?
I'm trying to like cook it.
You're gonna have to click on it.
Yeah.
Joey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Can
you.
you mute?
No.
Yeah, I'll be.
Oh, fucking hell. Listen to the silence. Embrace the silence. Fuck. All right. Where are we? Where are we? I can't even think now. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know about this racism against British. It's nonsense. I don't understand it. There's a lot of British people in this part of the internet. It would be foolish for anybody to alienate any part of the world. Good God, we've got so many Australians that follow us. We've got so many from Great Britain and the UK that follow us. There's just people from all over the world. To alienate that part would just be ridiculous. Ruthie says, it's okay, Kahuna. You have the patience of a saint. Yeah, have to. Ruthie says, hey, England hanged me. The hell does that mean? England hanged me. How did they hang you? They did. They didn't do a good job because you're still here. Pineapple says, thank you for your kind words. I agree. Down with racism. Down with racism against anybody, Pineapple. Not just the Brits, anybody. Racism is ridiculous. Ruthie says, the man I shot was almost a tosspot. That's a racist term. I'm not familiar with it. I hope it isn't. I don't know what that means. Gonzo says, I'm joining as soon as Joey sends me the link. Yeah, I don't think I've met you before, but I'm hoping he gets you up here. That'd be fun. Gasha says, let's get some FJHs in the chat. Yes. If anybody wants to do racism, let's be racist against FJH. Yeah. I don't know. There's some people starting to go back to Jake now. It pisses me off because he hasn't changed. He's still the same Jake. Everybody's just starting to give in, and it's like, fuck that. You guys have a backbone. Stand for something. Jake Hudson is just a liar and a cheat. He told me straight to my face one day what he was going to do to Jib, and I thought he was joking. And then he did it. I felt horrible that I didn't even tell Jib about it because I thought there was no way he was going to do something so stupid. Ruthie says, equal pineapple. Should Ruth Ellis have been hanged? Come on, you guys. What is this about? Jeez. Don't belittle our battle. Yeah, there's no battles here. Come on. Be civil. Vlad the Dragon. Yeah, they're all over this part of the internet. The smell won't go away. Come on, you guys. Come on. Your chat is full of Aussies. Yeah, there's a lot of them here. A lot of them. I wouldn't hang anyone, Ruth. Let's see. Thank you, Pineapple. Looks like we might have a Gonzo coming. Are you here, Gonzo?
Hey, what's up, Kahuna? What's up, Joey?
Hey, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm a big fan. I watch you and Joey almost every morning.
Yeah, I see you in here a lot. You're not the Gonzo from Stern, are you?
Yeah, I'm Gonzo Shitcock from Howard Stern.
Sweet.
very famous. Very.
So I think I was on a podcast with you here about a week or two ago.
Oh, really?
Jason's maybe? You
Oh,
go
really?
on Jason Barto's show
No.
or any
No.
of Bobby Nick's stuff?
He was on our
No.
1 year anniversary with us.
That's
Yeah,
it.
I was on the 1 year anniversary
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Gonzo, thanks for helping out. I got to jump over to Shuli, guys. I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries, Joey. I
Christ,
got you.
back away.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna co-host for Joey C. Sorry,
All right, thank you.
I don't have my camera on.
No, Gonzo, you're good. Joey's
I
just
just-
screaming. He blows my eardrums out.
All right, be nice. Be nice.
I just
You know.
woke up and
But it hurts, man. It
I
hurts.
haven't showered, so I don't look. I don't look.
Yeah. If you haven't
TV
showered, you're
ready,
still
so.
good here.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to. I watch you, Big Kahuna, and Joey C every morning, so I'm happy to fill in as a co-host.
Yeah, no problem.
So-
Glad to
But
have
Big-
you here.
Big
I see
Kahuna,
you
are
in the
you?
chat quite a bit. I didn't know you were the same Gonzo that was on the anniversary show.
Yeah,
Gotta put that together.
me. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm nobody. I'm just a regular guy. But
You're
Big-
from the Howard Stern, man. You have as much clout as all these Stern guys on here. We had Monotone Matt. We had Monotone Matt on the other
I love
night.
Monotone Matt.
Yeah, he was on Jason Barto X's show a couple times.
Are
He
you
was
are you a Howard Stern fan? Kahuna?
That's how I got into this nonsense. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. So,
Yeah,
so,
when
you know, so you
Shuli-
know who I am?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
I'm honored because
Absolutely. No,
I
when
I know who you are. So it was
when Shuli left, I just told the story the early part of the show here, but when Shuli left,
mhm.
I missed him. You know, everybody gives him shit that he was nobody on there. It's like that's such bullshit. He was so good.
No, I always love like Shuli, and
Yeah. No,
he was always really good to me.
I missed him, and I Googled him one day and found out he's doing a podcast on the internet. So it's like I tracked him down and started listening, and then he started getting into Uncle Rico, and pretty soon I rediscovered Stuttering John, which
Well,
man,
Stuttering John too has always been good to me too. So it's like I can't,
yeah,
I don't like to shit on him, but
yeah, it's supposed.
pretty easy.
Yeah, I have no
But
problem.
he's always been
shitting on him.
really good. He's always been really nice to me personally.
Have you been on his show?
Yeah, I've been on a show a bunch of times. Well, not a
Have
bunch
you?
of times, like 3 or 4 times, and then
Nice.
I've been on. Do you know who Lisa Jordana is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been on. The most interactions I think I've had with John were through Elisa Jordana. Just calling in and talking to John, and I think that's the most fun. Because
you still
John-
follow her quite a bit?
yeah, we're still friends. We're really good friends.
I've seen she's had you on her stream a couple times.
Yeah. I've most of the times that I've been on, John has called in. So, but yeah, it's good. So Kahuna, so how did you? So you got looped into this with the Howard Stern show? That's how you found Joey C, or like?
Yeah,
you
well,
get
like
to-
I
how
was
did you get
saying,
into
I
it?
got into Shuli's show, and then pretty soon Joey came on there, and he was a fucking mess. I thought, God, I gotta find
so
out
you
more
were-
about this guy. So that's how I found Joey's channel, and
A Joey
was
C
just
fan first
Yep,
and foremost.
well, I was a Shuli fan first, and then Joey C,
Shit,
and
hold
I was
on.
just in his chat a lot, and me and him got
Hold
to know
on,
one
Kahuna, I can't
another.
hear you. Give me a second. I gotta refresh.
I can't bring you back, buddy. Shit. Yeah, I don't think Gonzo's coming back because I can't put him back up. Dang it. Shit. Well, back to the chat. Let's see here. I just got to send a quick message here. All right, where were we? Pineapple says, you'd not call someone you actually hated a tosspot. It's too mild a term. Ruthie, Jim, what did he do? Let's see here. Keep losing my place. I wish I could bring the chats up on the screen. I'd have dang, I got too much going on here. Bobby Nick gives me an FJH. There we go. There we go. He's an FJH supporter. Ruthie says, I haven't been around. Ruth Ellis was hanged in 1950. Really? That's how you came up with that name, huh? Interesting. I always thought you were in the U.S., but maybe I'm wrong. My name honors Ruth Ellis. Yes. Australians are the best, says the pineapple. Were you born and raised there, or just have a lot of friends there? Vlad, they're like Brits without all the nasty stuff. Man, you guys are getting, I don't know if you're being nice or getting evil. Can't tell. Vlad the Dragon says, welcome, Gonzo. Yeah, I wish I could bring him back, but I just don't have any controls. Once he popped off, I knew he was gone for good. Bobby Nick says, if Gonzo had a gay monkey on his back, would he leave it there or beat it up? We asked him that on the anniversary show. That did not go well. I remember that. Good one, Bobby. Good one. Pineapple says, Gonzo, what is your opinion on the racism towards Brits in the Daleverse, which has been stated by TSN and now Luigi Greenberg and Hackride? Serious issue. Yeah. Wish it wasn't so serious. Wish everybody could just get along. Big hugs all around. Just doesn't happen though, does it? Gonzo is back.
Am I?
I think so. I see a G.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's got to stand for. Got to stand for one thing.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, to that British question.
YouTube sensed they weren't going to like that answer, I think. Dang. Well, let's see here. He's back. What happened there?
Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry, I'm in the way that this setup is. It's kind of fucked up because you have to be in Twitter to log in, at least on your phone. But yes, thank you, Kahuna. I'm sorry, but no, I was answering the question. What did somebody say? If I was racist towards the Brits or something? Yeah. No, I lived in England for 2 years, so I'm not racist at all. I love my English brethren. I lived in Leeds for 2 years, and I love that whole country. So
what were you doing over there?
Selling drugs. No, I was in. It was a work thing.
That was a good comeback.
School, and then work.
Nice.
But
nice.
But no, I fucking love England. But I hate like the weather and stuff. But so I'm a California boy. But no, I love
weather
England.
that you didn't like.
It's always cloudy, and it's the winter days are really rough because there's only like 6 hours of sunshine.
Really?
But the sunny the days in the summer are cool because I don't know if you know like Leeds, but Leeds is like way up north, almost near Scotland.
Okay.
So the summer days are much longer than the American summer days. So that was cool, but it's still like it's not enough sun for me. And I don't know if you know this about me, Kahuna, but I'm a dirty Mexican. So I need sun and stuff. So I had to come back home.
Yeah.
But I do love England, and I love all the people out there.
When
They
you
were all
when you
very-
first went over there, were you planning for that to be more of a permanent stay, or just wanted to get
Uh,
education?
no, not necessarily. Just wanted the education. Well, I just wanted the experience. I thought maybe if I fell in love with it, I would have stayed. But no, I knew I couldn't live there permanently. I mean, I would totally live there again another year, but I wouldn't be able to live there forever.
So is the southern part of England different than where you were?
Yeah, London is a lot more posh. They talk normal, like they don't have crazy accents. They sound like English people from the movies. But where I lived, it was like I wish Clay Dabler was here because Clay Dabler would be
I
able
love
to
Clay
explain it
Dabbs.
better. But
I
the
wish he
more
wasn't with John, but I still love him anyway.
yeah, but it's kind of like if you think of it like in the United States, like in the South, like when you go south and people, hey, talk like this, hey, dirt, dirt, dirt. So the way that they talk in the South is kind of like the way that they talk in the north of England. So they're like more they're considered like unsophisticated and
Ah,
they're looked
hillbillies.
down upon. Yeah, they're the hillbillies basically. So the more north you go in England is the more that's where people are more like hillbillies, like we would think of them traditionally.
We
So
have a
the north
guy
is
that's usually in our chat in the mornings. His name is Donkey Kongington. I called him a redneck one time, and he got pissed at me, and he said, "I'm not a redneck. I'm a hillbilly." He said, "I don't fuck my sister."
oh yeah, hillbilly, yeah. We're lucky in America. We have so many. We have I think when you say hillbilly, people think traditionally. I think of like the Appalachian Mountains and
Yep.
West Virginia and stuff.
Yeah, Kentucky, Tennessee, that area.
Kentucky,
Yep.
yeah, those areas. So like where I lived, that was basically like the Appalachian Mountains. It was like that's where like all the hillbillies were of England.
So you grew up in California, right?
Yeah, yeah, Northern California.
So you were born there, or were you born in Mexico?
No. I'm not. Easy, pal. I'm not that Mexican. No, I was born.
No, it doesn't matter to me
I'm a
if you
proud.
were or weren't. I'm just trying to get some history. That's all.
No. My grandparents are from Mexico, not me.
Nice.
Not I.
Doesn't
So,
matter if you were. I got a lot of Mexican friends too.
Oh,
All
it
good.
does. It does. You gotta deport those motherfuckers immediately. I was talking to some friends earlier, and
So
I said,
you
I
thought I was trying to find out if you were legal or not?
yeah, thought you were gonna try to deport me up based off my
No.
age.
I was just trying to find out some of your childhood and this that. Yeah,
All
the
right,
fact that you were
I
in
was
England,
born in-
that was kind of interesting. I was just trying to find
Right.
out
No,
more.
I love England. I have a very big respect for England, and yeah. So Kahuna. So why is your name Big Kahuna? Are you from Hawaii or have you lived in Hawaii? What's that thing?
I had some relatives that lived there for many years. I've got a lot of friends out there, and we go there every year. We got married out there in 2015, but we go back every year.
Oh yeah, you're married?
Yeah. Yep.
Tell me about the old lady. How long have you guys been together? What's
We actually dated in high school.
Oh wow. How old of a guy are you?
I am
40?
59.
Oh wow.
You know you're old when you got to think about your age. Shit, there was when I was 56. I was 56 for 2 years because I was actually 55, and I thought I was telling everybody for a year I was 56 years old, and
Yeah.
fucking did the math, and here I find out I'm 55. So I had to go through 56 twice.
Yeah, I forget how old I am sometimes. Now that I'm like over 35, I forget. But because you don't really care anymore at the
No,
like I just want to be alive. I don't care how old I am. But
no, but we dated in high school. We went our separate ways. Went through other marriages. Came back
how many times have you been married?
once. Well, I'm on my second.
What happened with the first marriage?
She was a drunk, and she just I couldn't deal with it. It was just too much.
How long were you guys married for?
Well, we were together for 9, but we were married for 11 because the divorce took so long.
When did you
It got ugly.
when did you guys get divorced?
It was like around 2000. Don't remember. 2002, maybe
So
2001.
a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My wife and we got back together again in 2001. We were communicating after we got separated.
On AOL?
No, I think I don't remember. I don't remember. I think I had Google then.
No, there was
M-
no Google back then.
No,
Well,
it must have been MSN at least, right? Because I
no,
think
that
I
would
had
have been
I think I had a
no,
Hotmail account at the time.
01 would have been that would have been the AOL Instant Messenger times AIM.
Right. You got
But
me.
yeah, Hotmail too.
You
Probably were
remember that
Hotmail.
shit better than I do.
Yeah, but you're a generation above me, so you guys were probably doing Hotmail.
Yeah.
My generation, we were doing because I'm 30. I have to think about it. 38 now, but we
Oh
did.
shit, you're just a puppy.
Yeah, I know, but but we were still sending dick pics and stuff back then. But
That's one thing
we did it
I've
through
never sent
AOL.
anything like that. I've never received anything like that. I don't want anything.
Not like Aaron Imholt. Are you a fan of Steel Toe? Do you follow Steel Toe at all?
You know, he only lives an hour from me.
Oh, oh, you're in Michigan, or
Minnesota.
I'm sorry, Minnesota.
Yep. No, I can't. I've never watched the show. I've seen clips. Can't stand the clips. I don't know why anybody would watch the show.
Do you ever feel like he's being from Minnesota, he misrepresents you guys? Because I
I
would
don't
be
know.
pissed
I
off.
don't know enough about him. I don't know what his. I see clips and all he does is beg for money. I don't get it.
Oh man, do you want a history on him?
Sure, educate
So
me.
okay, so I've been a big fan of Steel Toe. I guess I don't know if fan's the right word, but I've been a big follower of Steel Toe for like 4 years now because I'm a friend of Elisa Jordana, and then she was dating Andy Dick for a little bit, and for some reason, Steel Toe started covering Elisa and Andy Dick.
Oh, okay.
And so Steel Toe, he's like a local radio guy, right? So he was doing radio like 10 years ago in Minnesota, like some I don't know if you know St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Yep.
So he was doing it. I think it was.
I'm almost the neighbor there. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So a very small market, tiny market, and then he amassed a fan base, and they would watch him and listen to him, and I think he got this like this god complex where he like which pretty much anybody could fall to that, right? Like you could be susceptible to that if you're on the radio and people are like worshiping you and like telling you you're cool. Like I've got that just from being being a radio show caller. Like people will say like, oh, you rock and you roll. It's but it's all stupid. So but I think this Aaron guy, Steel Toe, he fell into that. He was like he got a god complex, and he thought he was like the coolest motherfucker on the planet. And then
I get that. I get
so,
that.
yeah, so he got fired, and then he like started his own show with his wife at the time, and his wife was like this like young hot blonde chick.
So this was his first wife or the April?
This was his second wife. So he dumped his wife, which is another
I
thing.
remember her being on there in some of the clips I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like when guys dump their wives. That's one thing about me. I don't like when dudes like just abandon their families. Call me crazy, but so he like dumped his wife, and then he started dating this young hot blonde chick, which I don't think she's that hot, but she, for Minnesota, she's, no offense, but she was like really hot.
She was Minnesota hot.
Minnesota hot, yeah, Minnesota 10, and California 4. So then he started.
She was only about a Minnesota 8.5, but that's still up there in Minnesota.
No, she's attractive, but she's she's not my type. But anyway, so he like started his radio show with her in the basement, and they like made money and stuff, and the guy just was a complete asshole, just piece of shit. Treated his wife like shit on the radio. Not funny, like he like prided himself in being like a humorous guy and funny, and witty, but he was none of those things. He was just a stupid fucking asshole, and mistreated his wife, and then ultimately his wife left him for another guy that they were like having. It's a whole. I couldn't even explain.
No, I've been following I follow other shows that follow him. You can't get away from it now in the Dabbleverse.
Yeah,
he's almost as big a part of the Dabbleverse as John is.
Yeah, and it's so funny because you can like a friend of mine emailed him. Well, not a friend of mine, but somebody emailed him and said, "Hey, I saw your wife with some other guy at the Dairy Queen Chill and Grill."
Yeah, I heard that.
And then he was like, "That's fucked up," and he like goes off on like a 15-minute rant about it when it's completely made up.
So that was with that guy they were having they were swinging with, right?
Yeah, Nick Rekieta. So you can literally, but my only point to that is you can email him anything that you want to say, and he's much like Stuttering John, where he'll like believe anything you say. So you could be like, "Hey, I saw your wife. She was at Kohl's shopping in the baby section because she's pregnant," and he would be like, "Oh, I knew that bitch was pregnant," and he'll go off because he's such a retard. Like, I don't even know use that word, but he's such a dummy. But
I bet you his chat is all full of that stuff, huh?
Yeah, and then his there's like text messages that came out in court documents that he was like headbutting April, his wife, and
people are on that shit so fast. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to pile on to that stuff, but like when shit like that comes out, it's pretty interesting. Like you can't turn your head away from it, and he all he does is talk about that situation. So I don't know. I'm obsessed with it more than I should be.
That's the way it is with me and Stuttering John. It's like, it's like an accident on the roadside. You can't look away.
Oh my God, Big Kahuna, Stuttering John is to you is like what Steel Toe is to me, because I remember. But Stuttering John's kind of bored. He's been boring me, so that's why I turned to Steel Toe. But
yeah,
I know it's bad, and I was trying to explain Steel Toe to my mom last night, and I was like, "This has gotten too far."
She just shakes her head at you, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Every time I try to explain this to anybody, like I tried getting my wife into it, back when I was watching Shuli.
Because if you have an understanding of it and you can grasp it, it's entertaining as fuck. Like, it's so fucking funny and so entertaining. But
it is.
If you don't understand the characters and the players, like, my mom's like, "What?" So I was like, never mind.
Yeah. No, it's a failed attempt every time you try to explain it to somebody.
Yeah, but if she did understand the whole history, but it takes too much to explain the history.
Yeah, you have to want to get into it to learn the history, because there's so much history there already.
Yeah, so you're a Stuttering John guy?
Well, I'm anti-stuttering, John. Yeah. No, I can't watch his show. I gotta watch Shuley or Carl or
Well, I don't think
Melton.
I don't think anybody watches his actual show besides Shuey and Carl to like
I
break
go
it
in there
down.
once in a while to just troll,
Yeah,
But,
I donated $4 to him yesterday, so I do feel kind of stupid.
I've never given him a penny. He'll never see a penny out of me.
All right, so Big Kahuna, is that what you want to be called, Big Kahuna, or what's
Kahuna's fine.
Kahuna? All right.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
No, Kahuna's fine. So Kahuna, what? Give me the top 5 reasons why you hate Stuttering John. Like, what do you detest most?
The biggest thing is that he can lie about things that don't need to be lied about. He's just making shit up as the day goes. And the funniest thing is he can't remember his own lies.
Yeah, he trips. I noticed that about him. He trips up
every day.
Especially if you drink like that, like, because I'm sure you've been drunk before. When you're drunk and you say crazy shit, like, you don't remember it the next day. So like, and that's John's fucking.
He needs to watch his own show back over before he goes on the next day. So what do you? Does it seem to you like it does to me that he's drinking less now than he used to?
I haven't been following him honestly as much as I used to. So because I'm blocked.
Maybe it's just because he's going on earlier.
Yeah, I'm blocked in his chat. I'm blocked like everywhere for no reason. All I did.
How are you blocked? Thought you were a supporter.
I don't know. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me give you guys a great update. Quick update. So Shuley sends me a message. Be ready at 10 o'clock. I don't see it.
Back away from the mic a little bit.
Shuley sends me a message at 10 o'clock. Be ready to go on. I didn't see it. So I sent him a link. Jackie's on now. I don't know if I'm getting on, but I just sent a super chat that said, hello to them. Is that President Biden you're interviewing? Oh, shit, it's Jackie Merlin. So I'm waiting.
He does look like Biden.
I'm going to go now, but wait on Shuley. Be back.
Okay.
All right, Dorsey.
God damn, he's loud. Was that loud to you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does Joey say have bunk beds?
He's at his son's house.
He's not at his own house?
Yeah, their grandbaby their grandbaby was just born not that long ago. And he was a preemie, like way preemie. Nobody even got to hold him when they were there at the hospital. They had to keep the baby in the hospital for a couple of weeks to a month, maybe. It was a long time. So they finally get to go and hold the baby now. So they traveled yesterday to go be with their son and see the grandbabies.
Yeah. My niece was a preemie during COVID, which is not good.
Yes.
But
yeah, years ago when I was young, preemies didn't have a chance.
Yeah, they would just die, right?
Yeah. Now it's like, good God, you hear somebody that's born at 20 weeks and they still have a chance. It's like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Yeah. It's insane how young preemies are now.
I was like 10 pounds. I was a brick shit house.
Jesus Christ.
I was born on the freeway, Kahuna.
That was really?
Yeah.
So that wasn't cesarean then.
On I-80, the I-80 freeway.
Oh, you probably saw Ray DeVito when you were young.
I know, that's not... Ray DeVito tried to fucking...
Ray DeVito delivered you.
He cut my mom's stomach.
Wow. That's a good story.
I never thought about that, but yeah, I'm an I-80 baby.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ray DeVito.
So I don't have the ability to put names up here, and I'm seeing some new people in the chat. I just want everybody to know that this is Gonzo from the Howard Stern Show, the one and only Gonzo Shitcock. Having a good talk with him this morning.
Yeah, I'm the co-host. Yeah. I'm today's co-host.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kahuna. I appreciate you letting me co-host with you.
Oh, anytime. I'm just glad to have somebody on here that doesn't have a million technical issues.
No, yeah. I hope I'm not overstaying my welcome, but
Hell
I'm
no.
totally,
Hell
I'm totally
no.
down to co-host the rest of the show.
No. Yeah. Well, I was just getting ready to take off, but I'm glad
Oh
you
yeah,
came on when you did.
oh yeah,
No,
for
I
sure, man. No,
before you came on, I was getting ready to go.
oh,
But
okay.
this is good.
So Kahuna, tell me what are you into? So you like you're a Howard Stern fan. You
I
obviously know
was.
that you
I
know.
really haven't watched him much. I should have canceled my subscription back in January, probably.
So what do you what who do you like? Do you like are you like a Sal and Richard fan or a Artie fan or
All of them, really. I mean,
yeah?
I go back to about 2000 in that range, and
Okay.
I've seen so many of the old shows. I feel like I watched all them when they were happening.
Yeah,
You see so many clips.
when I was a little, I'm from the West Coast, but a lot of my family's from the East Coast because I know Howard was much bigger on the East Coast. So when I would visit my family for Christmas and stuff on the East Coast, Howard Stern would be on the radio, and I'd be like, "Holy shit! Like, what is this?" And it was so cool to me. And then in California, Howard came to my local market in I think it was 2000 or 99. So then I started recording because he would be on at like 3 a.m, so I couldn't obviously be awake, but I would record his show, and then when I came home from school, I would play it back, and I would play Nintendo 64 and listen to Howard Stern clips all day because that was my I was a nerd, so that was my Howard Stern thing. And then one time I called in, and then Stuttering John answered, and he hung up on me because he said I sounded like I was a little kid, which I was a little kid. I was I was like 14, but yeah. So, but yeah, no, but I've listened to since the 90s. I've been a diehard Howard Stern fan.
Yeah, since Howard was on America's Got Talent, they've had a couple of kids on his show. With the parents there in the background coaching them what to say and stuff. That's always fun to listen to.
Yeah, I loved Howard Stern. And then my mom took me to see Private Parts.
How old were you then?
I was little. I was like, what year did that come out? 98 or 97?
Yeah, that era. Yeah.
Yeah, I must have been like 10 or 11. So
I remember watching it back in the early 2000s, and I don't hardly remember much of it.
Yeah,
I need to see it again.
Yeah, but it was really cool. Like, years and years later, being able to be part of the show. It's like,
yeah,
it's like if you're. I was telling my ex-girlfriend, because she loved Friends. I was like, it would be like if you're on, you could be Monica and Chandler's friend on an episode of Friends. It's like you're basically a part of the show, which
yep,
you don't get to do.
So, can you elaborate on how you got your name, Gonzo Shitcock?
Yeah, so that's just I think Dan the Song Parody Man deserves credit for this because he spliced. I thought it was Richard and Sal, but it was Dan the Song Parody Man. But Dan the Song Parody Man spliced up a bunch of Eric the actor, Eric the midget, of course.
Yep.
Howard would always say Eric the midget, and Eric would always say, "I don't want to be called a midget. Fuck you." And so then Dan the Song Parody Man spliced up this list of clips where he would say Eric the shitcock, Eric the butt fucker, Eric the asshole. So that's kind of what I took it from. So Eric the shitcock is that's where I made when I created my Twitter account.
How that came up.
Yeah, so when I made my Twitter account, I just made it Gonzo Shitcock because it was Eric the Shitcock. So,
That's interesting.
Yeah, so credit to Dan the Song Parody. Oh, look good.
Did you get on?
Did you get on, Jonathan?
No, but they talked about it. Surely, Jackie just went out. They read the super chat, and Julie, Bob goes, "We got to get Joey on." And he said, "Well, miscommunication this morning. He was doing a show, and then they're over 2 hours. So, but he plugged us really good, and he said, Joey, don't worry. It was just an error. I didn't see it at 10 o'clock when he sent it to me, and I thought he sent the link, but he was waiting for a response from me at 10 o'clock to send the link. And when I didn't respond, he's not going to just send the link out. And then Joe wrote me back. He goes, we were waiting on you. By then, Jackie was on a roll.
Joe Rogan?
Jackie talks more to me. They go, Jackie goes, you know me, I talk forever. I'll put me on 5 shows. I got more stories than Dr. Seuss. You know, that's what I say. You know. And
I'm glad to see Jackie coming out and starting to talk a little bit. He's always been kind of shy about getting into this part of the internet.
But of course, Jackie told Shuli, he goes, I want to do podcasts. My girlfriend's telling me, why aren't you starting a podcast? He goes, so he just committed to Shuli. I'm ready to do whatever you need me for. Let's talk. And then Shuli said, we're going to talk. So I think Shuli they might work him in to be on there or maybe give a show. But, you know, Jackie's going to talk about money first. Jackie's going to want money, lots of money. So, you know. So
it'll be worth it because Joey, he's going to expose more John lies.
Joey, you think you can get Shuli on this show?
On this one now?
Yeah, on your show.
They're still on. They're wrapping up, and he's got kind of super chats. Yeah, and he probably won't be able to come on. I mean, if I asked him until I need you, he probably would.
I can text him and be like, can you please?
You text him, say, listen, I'm on here with Joey C. Come on after your show for 5 minutes. He'll do it for me. I don't like asking him for a lot of favors. He does a lot for me, so I don't want to ask him. You know, you ask him now. Coming from you, he might do it. Come pop in for 5 minutes. I'll send him a link. I'll send him a link now anyhow. So I'll send him a link.
Hey Joey, what happened with that guy with the beans?
Oh, the beans. I did a show.
Joey, I love you. Did you make that up?
No. Okay. That happened.
Joey got beans.
And then my wife said,
I was playing that for my friends, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was classic because
only Joey would get hit with a fucking can of beans.
Well, she was worried about it was the beans we gave out, because we gave out some canned goods to the people. So she's like, "Damn it! If I gave out those beans and he did that to you, you know."
What kind of beans were they? Like black beans?
They were. I think they were baked
regular
baked beans.
Regular canned beans, weren't they?
Oh,
yeah.
Like the sugary beans. That's worse.
Yeah. They were real. They had a lot of syrupy in it. It was all sticky all over me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was that nice. So I mean, first reaction: someone throws beans on you.
Any other way?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it was perfect. Somebody throws beans on you, and I was upset, but here I am, you know. But it all started because he thought I was looking at his raggedy ass prostitute girlfriend who had a pair of scrambled eggs
with her tits out. She had her scrambled egg tits out.
I mean, they looked so bad. I mean, I was throwing up. When I turned to the left, I was just amazed that she had these tits out because they looked so bad. I wasn't looking at her like I was lusting for her. I was like, my God. And he got all offended.
Oh,
like
you were looking. So that's why he was mad, because you were looking at him like, what the fuck? These tits are fucked up.
Right. And he was high probably on crack, you know.
Mrs. C was with you then too, right? Or was she
right, because when I had confrontation with him, I just pushed him and stuff like that. And she started coming, the titty lady come, Mrs. C just backed up. Mrs. C didn't want to be nothing involved with this because there's just some things she didn't want, but she protected me from the other lady coming, probably throwing something else on me. And then the cop was just unreasonable. And he did the right thing. He might have been at the end of his shift. I don't know. Or he had a bad day. But he didn't want to be right and interview nobody out there. They get scared coming over there when these people are all on drugs. I understand that. So it's best to just secure the people that he thinks involved. And it was sorted out at the station, you know, at the jail. And I never made it up where I was officially arrested, booked in. You know, they let me cool off. And I was very high strung when I got there, upset. So I cooled off for a couple hours. I talked to a couple of them. They said, listen, relax. He's getting arrested for trespassing. Do you want to press charges on him for assault? I said, no. He said, I'm going to trespass him. He's not going home for a couple of days. And then they worked me out. Kahuna, she panicked. That Kahuna said money. And it all worked out. He got his money back. Everything's good. But, you know, what am I going to do? I live in a place where there's hell. You know, it's just.
Wait, so Joey, Joey, you live above like a nail salon, right, or like
a hair salon, right? It's a strip mall with 5 or 6 businesses, and
you live above a hair salon?
I live right above the hair salon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joey lives in
You,
like
you smelling those fucking chemicals all day?
Joey
No,
lives
no,
in a
no, no,
strip.
no, no.
You live in a strip mall, right, Joey? Like a
Right, above a strip mall. About 10 years ago, they built apartments up here above the strip mall to bring in extra income, and they're really nice. The apartments are very nice. They're
yeah, no,
small, but
I
they're
had
nice.
friends. I had friends that lived in those because where I used to work, above them, the owners would rent them out, and then my
Yeah,
friends rented them. They were MMA fighters, and
yeah,
they would rent those out. All of the MMA fighters
yeah.
would rent those. It's not bad. I mean,
No.
it's unique, but it's like kind of a weird layout. But
Well, for me, with the exposure I get and the haters I got, they ran with it, Gonzo. They just ran with it. Plus the neighborhood, it tied into me my drug history
wait,
of being an addict.
what haters, Joe? You talking about
Well,
local
when I used
haters?
to have
Or,
a haters, I had a
yeah,
lot of haters at one time, and they ran with it, trying to make good content out of it. And yeah, okay, if I was out there smoking crack and I was just a degenerate and I was just never took care of my family, and then it's classic. I'm on here, I'm out there with them doing all that crazy stuff. But I mean, I took the place. One, it was what I could afford. Two, it was the place that was near the halfway house for my wife when I got out, and I wanted to be right there with her, so I didn't have to travel hours to go see her. So it all worked out. We're here, but we're gonna be out of here this winter. We're gonna go back and find a nice house and go back to at least get back what we had. It just takes time. You got to save money, and I'm looking for the right property. So it's just a couple months. We'll be out of here before Christmas. We should be out of here. So it just isn't what it is.
well, actually, I liked your place, Joey. See, because it was kind of cool. Because
Yeah.
You've been to
Like-
Joey's house?
where my friends lived above a strip mall, it was kind of cool because they like wrapped around the building.
Right.
So it was like you could see like you had tons of windows and stuff,
Yeah.
and you could see like the highway. I don't know.
Right.
I thought it was cool, but
I don't have windows though. I have one window, and all you can see is the parking lot of the people smoking crack. But I am near the next
you
to the
only
high
have one
floor.
window, Joey. See?
The whole one window in the whole apartment. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you got to get out of there, man.
But I don't like windows. For me, I'm a guy that hates windows. Now,
Yeah.
Why? Why don't
The
you-
world doesn't want to
back in
see
my
what's
drug
going
days-
on in there either.
back in my drug days, windows was a bad tool to have. If you're looking out, peeping out peepholes, and if you had a lot of windows, you understand what I'm saying? So I didn't like windows, and I got accustomed to
You're
that.
not a drug addict anymore, so
Right, but it was something I did for 30 years. You get a little paranoid. You look out the crack of the window.
Nah,
see,
you need natural light, Joey. See?
I do, and then I'm gonna have a.
Everyone does.
Yeah, you're right. And the next drink you should
Joey
get.
lives in a bat cave.
It'll depress you if you don't. If honest, take it from me. If you
You're
don't
right.
get natural light,
You're right.
That's depressing. You got to get.
It is depressing, and
You got to get sun, especially when you're in Florida, Joey. You got
yes, you're right.
all
I
that
agree with
beautiful
that.
sun. You got to get that
Yes.
sun.
So what's going on, Gonzo? What's happening with you? Everything good?
Yeah, man, everything's. I'm great. I've been. I was just talking with Kahuna, and we've had like an hour long morning.
Good,
show
good.
Together,
He's
so-
good, ain't he, Gonzo? I mean, your breakdown of him. I mean, on a professional level, he's really good. I think I hit a home run talking to him to come on and do this stuff.
Me and
Yeah, no,
Gonzo bond
Kahuna-
easily over Stern, so that wasn't tough.
Yeah, Kahuna's a good guy. He has a.
Yeah, he
ton-
does this
tons
well.
to talk
Yeah.
about. So,
Go ahead, Kuna.
so you guys do a morning show together, right? You and
Monday through Friday, yep, 9 a.m.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, Kahuna's easy to talk to. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure you guys can mold something if you ever need me, Joey C. Not that you'll need me, but if you ever
You're
want,
welcome anytime, Gonzo. You got carte blanche.
Absolutely.
just let me know. Yeah.
I love talking to Gonzo. Shit, I learned a lot already.
Yeah, I love talking to Kahuna. Kahuna's a cool guy. I love so.
I've been wanting to get out to California. I've never been there other than a layover once on the way to Hawaii.
What?
I
LA?
talked with DJ. Do you know DJ Electra at all?
No, I know DG.
No.
And
DJ
boy, he likes
Electra.
you.
So I talk with her quite a bit, and her and Hack Ride, and I would love to meet those guys. I want to get out there someday.
Oh yeah,
and do
Hack
that.
Ride. I know Hack Ride. I met
Yeah.
him a couple times.
Yeah, those two are kind of a team. But yeah, I would love to get out there. Where I hate to ask whereabouts in California you are, but If you can be
Yeah.
general.
I don't want to dox myself, but I'm
No,
in,
no,
I'm
no,
in
no, no.
the Bay Area,
Okay.
Great area.
Northern California.
Northern. Okay.
You know, my youngest son was born in Northern California, Gonzo.
Oh, really?
Dominic, he was born in Lake Tahoe.
Joey, I was there last weekend.
Great place. Great. I used to drive a taxi up there during ski season.
I fucking love Lake Tahoe.
That's the best.
I'm gonna. I already have money set aside for my Lake Tahoe retirement fund.
Good for you. Great place to retire. Awesome place. I love living there.
Yeah,
I was there when I was 25.
20 more years, I'll have enough to buy a cabin out there and just retire.
Good for you, buddy.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna retire on the water on Lake Tahoe.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Lake,
play
you got lake that goes around the. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna play poker and yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
You know that lake goes from South Lake Tahoe. You can drive completely around and go to Calneva, the place that Frank Sinatra used to own, and it's just one big circle, and you can drive around the entire.
I've been to Calneva a bunch of times.
Yep, Calneva, old Frank Sinatra place.
That's on the North Shore. That's by Kings Beach.
That's on North Shore, right? That's correct.
Yeah.
But you can drive completely around that lake.
Yeah, I've driven around the lake.
Yep,
a bunch of times.
I've done it many times.
That's a beautiful, one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Did you also know Godfather 2?
Yeah, the Godfather was.
They filmed the house out there. It's right. You can see it from the lake if you're in the right spot. See the
That was on North Shore too.
Correct. All filmed at Lake Tahoe. Yes. Yep.
Emerald Bay. Have you been to Emerald Bay, Joey?
I believe. Yeah, I've been there, of course. On the Nevada side, wasn't it?
It's in west Lake Tahoe, I want to say.
Yes, Emerald Bay is southwest. Yeah, I've been to all the places. Man.
Some like German chick bought.
You know who I got to meet living there? He was a bartender at Caesar's Palace on the Nevada side, and when I was 25, and I was in the thick of me partying, driving a cab. I met Meyer Lansky's grandson and became real friends with him. I partied with him many nights. And when he was a bartender, man, we used to get some good stuff back in the day. He told me that Meyer Lansky, I was a big Meyer Lansky fan. And I came this close to meeting. He was going down to see his grandfather.
He was the Jewish mobster, right?
He was the guy that was the money. He was the guy that invented the commission. He was old. He was very sick.
He was the Jewish guy, though. No?
He was a Jewish guy that was the brains behind the whole. Behind all them guys, he was the one that started the commission with Charlie Luciano.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't make that trip, and his grandfather wound up dying within the 2-year span. And I was very happy for it, though. You know, I could have got a chance, the opportunity, but he loved his grandfather. Meyer Lansky, he was named after his grandfather. And when I saw the name Lansky, I go, "Boy, too bad you ain't related to Meyer." He goes, "My name is Meyer. Meyer Lansky decided." He goes, "That's my grandfather." And I'm like, holy moly.
Yeah,
you know.
I love that whole area, man.
Me too, man. Me too.
I'm gonna buy I'm definitely gonna retire around there in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
I visited there once when I was on my my
Lake
first
Tahoe?
honeymoon. Yeah. On the Nevada side, we went to Reno for our honeymoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
drove down there.
I love Reno too. Reno's cool.
I'd like to go back there, but it's got such horrible memories. Because it was part of my first marriage, but yeah, I know I love that area.
Reno's no Tahoe though, because it doesn't have the water and stuff. But Reno is beautiful.
I love water, man. I'm definitely attracted to big bodies of water.
Yeah, Tahoe is like you gotta be in the water. Reno.
God, you send Shuli a message. I'm sending him a link just in case he does respond.
Wait, what, Joey?
You sent Shuli a message?
You want me to send him one? I can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna send him a link. But if you send him a message with the link, I'll send him the link right now. He might be able to switch right on for 5 minutes. Just tell me you're on. You want him to come on with you for 5 minutes. I just sent him a link, so see if he come on. I said you're just ending the show now, and then he could tell everybody it was my fault that I didn't see the message from him. Damn, I wanted to go on and meet Jackie, man.
I was surprised they'd have you on with Jackie.
What do you mean surprised? I'm a national name on the
TSN. Another guest on with a get like Jackie.
What? I'm not a get. I'm not a fine.
Joey,
come on. I'm right up there with those guys.
For just a minute. If we had Shuli on here, Would you
Yeah.
bring another guest on? With
Probably
Shirley?
not. Probably
No.
not.
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
probably not. Probably not.
No.
But Shirley knows that it would be good for me because he knows I would act very good to bring me on. He would do it in that aspect. But it was my fault. I blew the link, so it was my fault. So totally my fault. So Chelino, what's up, buddy? Gonzo, you got to come on more with us, man. Chelino's there. We got to have Gonzo on more with us.
Got a lot of racism going on in the chat this morning.
That's the trolls started all that stuff. They got it all rolled up. And those are obviously people that believe it.
And Luigi.
Yeah, those fucking trolls.
I'm not racism. I don't support racism, but I'll tell you what, I can guarantee you surely don't do that stuff out of being spiteful. He would never do anything spiteful on here, so he's not that type of person.
No,
well, I'm a Mexican, so I can say it's okay.
That's right. Me too. I am too. So I would never back.
You're an Italian, Joey. See?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I was Italian. That's right.
Yeah, I'm more of European descent, so I can't go after the Brits.
Yeah, you can't say shit.
You got to be careful what you say on YouTube, man. You got to just be the guy to either.
There should be no racism of any kind.
Right. There should be none.
I don't like it.
I don't either. Did you know that I did that 23andMe, the DNA test for you straight the roots, and I came back 90% Italian, European, and that was high for being third generation.
That is a very, very high percentage.
92% Italian, Joey?
96% it came back. Now everybody has.
That's insane.
Everybody has 0.5% to 1% Jewish blood in them, and it came back. I had 0.5% Jewish in me, and that's because of the five fathers back to the Bible days. So yes, everybody has 0.5% or 1% Jewish in them. That came back.
I did a 23andMe. We were told when we were kids, my parents, everybody said you're 100% German. 100% German. We did a 23andMe test. Not even 100% German. Not even 48%.
Yeah. What's the other 52?
The next closest,
Hawaiian?
I'd have to bring it up to remember, but the next closest one was Northern European, and then there was some Norwegian something. I'm a mutt.
Yeah.
My brother took his. He's 6% black.
Okay.
So nice. Does that qualify for reparations?
So I guess I'm 6% black.
You know what I wish I was? I wish I was 0.25% of Cherokee Indian, because if you are, you get a check from the casinos every month.
Yeah.
You got to be a pretty high percentage.
I think a quarter is good enough.
Or married to.
Joey C, I'm like 50% of Native American. I don't know if I'm Cherokee, but
it's got to be Cherokee, I believe. And you get a check every month from the casino.
Every Indian has their own set of rules.
Yeah,
correct.
Every reservation has
a registered tribe.
We've got Ojibwe by us.
Yeah, my grandpa grew up on a reservation. And then my mom's from Mexico, so
okay.
They're all
so you'll fit in anywhere, Gonzo.
Yeah. So
you got to say this about the Mexican race: they don't bother too many people when they come here. They're hardworking people. You never see them in the welfare lines for food stamps. They pay for everything they do here, and that speaks volumes. They just want to be free of what they have to go with their country, and you can't blame nobody for that. That's a good thing. And I support good people, but I do not support racism in any, even the British people. I love them. I don't wish nothing bad on them. And
the baby sleeping. He'll be quiet.
Oh, baby sleeping. I gotta be quiet. I'm sorry, young man. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank
yes,
God
sir.
for the baby.
My grandson said, "Papa, please be a little bit more quiet." Yeah. And he told me be quieter. Talk. He said, "Don't talk so fast. Calm yourself down, Papa."
Man, you got a smart grandchild.
Well, no, Joey, I'm proud of you for sticking up for my Mexican people. Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying it's true. I was grocery shopping the other day, and there was a nice Mexican woman, her husband, and a couple kids and I'm waiting for the welfare card to come out.
There are Mexicans in Florida. I thought they were.
They were definitely yes. We have Mexicans in Florida. Yes, we do. And he
know.
pulled out $100 bill out of his pocket in his wallet. And he paid for his food, his groceries, and like I said, now what? I am quiet. I am being quiet. I'm calm, son. Grandson. I'm calm. We're almost done here, buddy. Oh, she fell asleep. Look at her. They're bringing the baby into the crib. I'm in their room, and they wanted me to not wake her up. So, he was calling me. Let me go into the next room, boys. I'm getting ready to go. After we finish here, go to take my grandson to Walmart to find some eggs. We're going to get eggs. Dinosaur.
I used to love when my stepmom used to take me to Walmart.
Was when show on the move.
She would buy me action figures.
Yes,
like Jeff Bagwell and
wrestlers.
Not the wrestlers, the baseball players.
Like Jeff Bagwell was a Houston Astros.
Jeff Bagwell, and they would come with a baseball card. And,
I thought
I despise going to Walmart, but I loved when she would buy me, Jeff Bagwell.
Yes, he was not many players could make it the whole career of one team. Bagwell was at Houston. You had there's only a few.
Craig Biggio.
Craig Biggio, he was a longtime Houston Astro. The guy from Atlanta Braves, what's his name?
Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones, of Atlanta Braves through and through. That speaks volumes when a player stays from the entire minor league system through all the free agent and the money that they could have earned, and show the loyalty. They want to bring a championship to that team and stay with that team. And they still wind up coming out better than free agency. You know what I'm saying?
The number one player of that, Joey C, I would say, is Tony Gwynn.
Oh, right? Tony Gwynn was
Tony motherfucking Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn was the most natural hitter I've ever seen in the game.
Born and raised in San Diego.
Correct. He passed away some years ago, didn't he? Now he's been gone a while now.
He's been dead for over a decade. Yeah.
He was 45 when he passed away. He was one of those guys that Kirby
he didn't take care of his health.
No, he didn't. They said he got really heavy, didn't he? Gained about 200 pounds. Very obese.
He was almost 400 pounds, I think.
Yeah, it's terrible. A shame, because he was a great athlete and a great player. They said the best all-natural base hitter. They even said there's things to say. He was more of a natural hitter than Pete Rose. Gwynn could have been one of the
Tony Gwynn was a way better hitter than Pete Rose.
Yes, he's more natural. Yeah.
If Pete Rose played till he was like 45.
Yes, he did. He put 25 years in. You're right about that. You're right about that.
So yeah, Tony Gwynn.
Brian Clotter saying hello there, everybody. Hello, Brian Clotter.
Morning, Brian.
What's up, Brian Clotter? I can't see the chat.
There you go, Brian Clotter. We got the great pineapple here. We don't support racism against anybody.
What about Mark Lewis?
Martin Lewis?
The legend.
The legend. You talking about the Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis?
That's the legend. You know the legend.
Oh, the legend, yes.
The chatter legend.
Correct.
You know what's funny is if that is the legend, really, I grew up a Mark Lewis fan because I was.
Oh, Mark Lewis, yeah, the good.
I was a San Francisco Giants fan growing up.
Okay.
I'm from Northern California, so
yeah.
I loved the Giants, and Mark Lewis. That was our backup third baseman.
Who was your favorite all-time player, though? Who you pick?
Barry motherfucking Bonds.
Oh, come on. That's your favorite player?
I met Barry Bonds when I was 11, Joey.
Really? Well, he wasn't.
And I had his rookie card, his Pirates rookie card in my hand, and I was shaking because I was so excited to meet him. This was at a Giants game, and it was right behind the plate. And this is right after the strike.
Right.
And I went up to Barry and I asked him for his autograph because he was signing autographs for all the kids. And
cool,
he couldn't have been more of an asshole to me.
He was humble with you, huh?
No, he was really, really mean. Like, not mean, but he was just like,
That's awesome, man.
I was wearing a Barry Bonds jersey.
He's trying to
That's a good
say he was an
experience.
asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole. I don't think Joey's getting the point.
You're talking so softly, Gonzo. I don't think Joey can hardly hear you.
Oh, no,
I heard it. I heard him. Not all of it, but you know his father, Bobby Bonds, right?
Bobby, yeah, Bobby was a great guy.
Now, he played for the Cubs and the White Sox as well. Now, they had a slogan. One year they had Bobby Bonds. And 1 year they had Oscar Gamble. You remember Oscar Gamble? And the Cubs had a slogan. Last year, we took a gamble with our money. This year, we invested in bonds. You remember that slogan? That was the Cubs came up with that slogan after they got rid of Oscar Gamble and got Bobby Bonds. Now, Bobby Bonds was nowhere near the player his son was, but he brought a lot to the game as well, though. Did we lose him?
You there, Gonzo?
Right here, baby. We can listen right here on the couch. Right
Can
here.
you guys hear me? I'm here.
We
I
can
hear you
yeah.
now. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go.
So yeah, no, I was saying Joey. See, that was before my time. I don't.
That's right. It was a little bit before my time, man. I'm a dinosaur.
Yeah.
I forgot.
No, no, but my favorite player will always be Barry Bonds. I think Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player in the history of baseball. And
Didn't he start with the Minnesota Twins?
No, he started with the Pirates.
Pirates picked the Pirates.
Pirates?
But yeah, so nobody can change my mind. Barry Bonds, to me, like he's better than Joe DiMaggio and Babe Ruth and Willie Mays. Like he's the greatest fucking player ever. Like, just look at his stats.
Wait a second. You see that? You see this
Look how many stolen bases he had. Look at his, defensive prowess. He wasn't the greatest defensive player, but that's the only argument. Like
right.
He was right, Joey. Don't you agree? He was
I do agree. I do agree with you 100%.
Even before he was taking steroids, he was hitting like fucking 40 home runs a year.
He was a quality all-star player. Did he get when he was at the Pirates? He proved he was super. No doubt about that. And,
he won, I think, six MVPs.
Nice forehead, Joey.
6 MVPs, Joey.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That's crazy. I mean, how many baseball players have won 6 MVPs? That's insane.
Not a lot.
So, and most of those were non-steroid.
Shuey's here. Shuey's here.
Oh, Shuey's coming? Yeah.
Shuey is here.
Thanks, buddy.
Joey, I'm sorry we couldn't get you on today. We had Jackie on for the whole show, but
Miscommunication on my part. I saw at 10 o'clock you said that be ready to get a link, and I didn't see it at 10:30, and I do a morning show. Out of respect to you guys giving us that 9 o'clock slot, being the BS took a hiatus out to be every day, I jumped into that slot with a morning slot, and everybody's like, Shuey's coming back with the BS. I go, and Shuey will continue to be the star of the 9 o'clock spot.
Well, it's more of a group effort, but Gonzo, great to see you, pal.
Yeah, good to see you, Shuey. Sorry, I'm not on camera. I'm not a camera.
Not decent. That's okay. Yeah. All right. You're one of the hottest, so you can't come in here looking like shit. I get it.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm up to par before I show my face.
You make me smile from ear to ear. I got my best friend in the whole wide world who looks out for me, and you just got me just sitting here like, see, everybody, told you Shuey loves me.
I'm a Joey C guy. Everybody knows that.
Thank you, Shuey. Thank you.
Joey turns into a little kid when he hears he's going on BS.
Oh, I do.
So Shuey, did you hear that Joey C got attacked by a guy with beans on the street?
I heard that you got attacked.
He went to jail for beating up some guy that threw beans on him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand. You get beans thrown on you, and then you fight the guy who threw the beans on you, and then you get in trouble for that.
Well, we'll save it for BS and when I can come on or whatever. But the end result was good for me. Miscommunication on the police's part. He didn't want to bother to investigate at the scene, and we just all got hauled down. The people involved, but the end result was good. So
yeah, but there is a rumor going around, Joey, that you made this up.
No, did not make this. I deal with the homeless every day, smoking crack and shooting needles in front of my house.
If you're gonna make it up, would you have beans thrown on you? Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Wait,
just
so
a
Joey,
classic.
do you live on?
I
You
said-
live off of Dale Maybury? Is
No,
that
no,
the-
I live by the casino near the Hard Rock Casino off of I-4.
In case anybody
Here-
didn't know.
Well, but here's why I believe it. Because if you're talking canned goods for homeless people, beans really are a thing that you don't need to heat up and you can just eat.
Right?
While
Correct.
you open it.
But it's just so insane that there was a guy eating beans, admiring his wife's tits, and then Joey C comes down and then looks at her tits, and the guy's like insulted by Joey C looking at her tits, and he says
It was
"fuck you," and he
terrible.
throws the beans on her, and then Joey C fights him, and then they go to jail. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of.
Well, here's the thing. He throws the
Very
beans on me because I got out of the car. I had just finished my 2-hour show.
Nothing, I don't believe you, Josie, but it's
11:15 to 1:30 in the morning. I go to the store. Me and my wife come back, and we had seen earlier in the day there was 3 prostitutes down there sunbathing with their shirts off, and their tits looked like scrambled eggs. It was the most horrifying, scary thing I've ever seen. So now he's at nighttime.
Were their tits exposed? Like you could see their nipples
Exposed.
and
She
stuff?
just had a yes. That's what
In
I'm trying to
public?
say.
In a
Exposed.
public
She had her
place?
shirt off. Everything was. It was the most gruesome thing I've ever seen. And I turn to my wife and go, "Here we go again." And I go, bad enough we got to live here, but we live it to see all the activity. Let me tell you something. They smoke crack. They get now. It's getting. I'm finding needles out there. I don't want that to be. I don't want none of that. That's not me. So I try to work with them. The one guy.
Now they use beans as ammunition.
And
Yeah.
I feed these people.
I don't want needles on the street. Wah. Get over it, Joey.
Exactly. And he threw the beans on me. He threw them on me, and I, my temper. I got out. He tried to walk. I pushed him, and then the lady started coming. My wife got her out of the way, and we had a big shouting match. My neighbor thought they were jumping me. That's how the police got there. And then he came, and he was a jerk off to everybody, and he hauled me and him away. And the end result was, and we'll tell the story the right way, with truly being me on BS show in the way he does me, and. They arrested him. He got arrested. They asked me about the press charges for battery. I said no, but he got trespassing. Once they realized I do live up there, and then I was just coming back for the store. It was all like the sergeant told me. His cop they don't like to be there in that neighborhood. Some of them get scared because they don't know if they're certain somebody, they're going to stick their hand in the pocket and get poked with a needle or anything. So they're very cautious.
Is it true that because I can't show the body cam video, but I do have audio of you two fighting. Is this accurate that you said this to the guy?
Let's get naked, oil up, get in a ring, and touch each other dick to dick until one of us come.
Is that accurate?
That's it. That's
That's
it.
accurate.
Right there.
Wow,
You
you
nailed
heard
it.
it here first, folks.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program.
Wait a minute. We just got this in. Breaking news. Truly, I got a big fan here. He's 5 years old. I won't put him on camera, but he'll put his hand in and say, "Hello, Shuli. How are you?"
Hi.
And Shuli loves children. That's Uncle Shuli. All right.
Too much. Little
As
too
long
much.
as they're his own.
Yeah.
That's Uncle Shuli.
Yeah. Joey knows I love children, and so does the court. So, hopefully.
Shuli loves children from a distance.
Nah, he's a good man. He's a good father. He's a good man all the way around.
He's right. 1,000 feet. Again, court ordered. So he's right.
I don't want to get prior to that, but is he? Did he step on himself as much as he has already? Because I know you're going to bury him if that head came down to
Wait,
all
Joey,
that.
see, where are you at, Joey? So you're not at your house, right? You're at somebody else.
No, I'm at my daughter's. I went to visit the grandkids last night. We're at my daughter's house. So
Shuli, I got a question for you. Were you able to get Jackie to open up on John?
Well, I mean, not a ton, because that wasn't really my goal getting him on today, because I feel like that's kind of that. Jackie's a guy who will talk about anything. He's not afraid. He's not going to shy away, but you can't just fucking throw it at him the second he walks in,
You're
you know?
softening him up a little bit.
Yeah, so you just kind of ease him into him. By the end of the show, he was answering John questions. He wasn't ripping on John or anything, but he wasn't praising him either, and he was just being honest. So
Does he follow any of the John stuff?
No. And
Smart
really,
man.
why should he?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that kid's such a fan, can you tell him to pipe down? No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Shut those kids up.
Yeah.
He's waiting to go buy some dinosaur eggs. I'm taking him to buy dinosaur eggs.
That's the Joey C show for you. I'm
love
thinking
it.
about doing a Joey free show.
There ain't gonna
Joey
be no
Freak?
dinosaur eggs if you don't shut those fucking kids up.
Dinosaur egg.
I'll show him tomorrow.
Get him some goddamn eggs already.
Joey, I gotta go grab something to eat. I wanted to pop on and say I'm sorry I couldn't get you on today, but we will have you on soon
brother.
enough.
Now, wait real quick. One thing for you. I'm on the VIP with Carl. I talked. Let's send him an email to add. Kahuna's going. He's my second mic on the morning show, and Spider's coming. I know you guys are big with Spider, and I want to unleash him there with you guys.
Now, when you say unleash, Joey, what does that entail exactly?
I want him to get the proper
Here.
way of getting into our thing by you guys. Because me, I'll mess it up. You know what I'm saying?
Stand this kid anymore? Here.
Yeah, right. So the kid who barely talks, have him write a roast set. Let's see. Let's check out his roasting skills.
We'll be there. Can you make sure that?
Oh, we should do a spider.
We should tell that we got Spider and Kahuna on a VIP list to get in because they already got their plane tickets and everything to get there. And we're driving with Spider from Florida to New York.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, we'll figure it out. I got to run. Much love, Joey, Kahuna, and Gonzo.
Nice seeing you again.
Bye, Shuli. Good seeing you, buddy.
Thanks,
Bye,
buddy.
boys.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Love you. Now, that's my man. I love him to death. He's the best. Gonzo, thank
Hey,
you.
you got some super chats here we need to get to.
Let me get
Look
through
at that. Joey C, you got a celebrity.
Yeah, we get a little hang on now. Thank you. Let's see what we got here.
Chelino for $5 is the first one.
Well, let me get this. I got it. We got that.
Okay.
Mike Shitty Internet Provider. Thank you for the $2. Joey shows Shuli how to redact something. Yeah.
Did you see that show, Gonzo?
What show?
Where Vince sent us a bunch of documents on the John lawsuit.
Yeah, with Vince the lawyer.
And we were trying to redact all the personal information out of it before we showed the documents.
Oh, it was a mess.
And Joey was in charge of doing that.
It was a mess.
I
took an hour and a half to get those documents up on the screen.
I stay away from lawsuits.
Yeah, me too. Chelino, Canada, $5. Thank you for the $5. Joey, tell Shuli how you cried talking about it. I did. I bawled like a baby. I get very emotional with my friends. I would cry with moments with Gonzo.
You cried?
I found out Gonzo was a fan. I've been a fan of Gonzo for years. It's just wonderful to be able to.
Did you ever cry about me, Joey C?
Not yet, but I got close. I got
you
close.
better. You fucking.
You know I will, brother. Chris, the next one is
You better cry
Chris,
about me.
Joey's never cried about me. He just cries because of
Shuli only came on for like 10 minutes. I've been on for 2 hours.
No, I've got very sentimental when I talk about how many shows you've done for us.
Joey C Morning Show.
You are the best, man, and I love you. And when I found out when Gonzo first told me he watched me, I'm like, get out of here. Well, this is when I was all over the place. He said, trust me, I watched him.
I'm a Joey C fan.
Thank you. And Chris Dyer, member for 1 month. Thank you for being a member. Is this the show? No, not yet. And then, of course, Johnny Payton, number 8. Thank you for $1.99. Joey, I think Newbie's getting annoyed with our faulty tech. Yes, he is. And that's that. So, Kahuna, Gonzo, as much as I want to hang, I've got to wrap this up.
Yeah, I've got to get flying too.
He can't end the stream. So, Gonzo, as always.
All right, guys.
Nice talking with you, Gonzo. I hope we get on again.
It was great being co-host. I loved it. And,
yeah, that was fun.
You know, if
you.
My schedule permits, I'm totally down to do it again. So
thank you, Gonzo, for coming on. We love you, brother.
Yeah, I have COVID, so that's why.
Oh my God! I hope you get well, my friend.
No, it's all right. I feel great. It's just,
we got one more super chat here before you go, Joey.
We did. We got another one in.
Yeah, Mason in Portland, aka Portland Shane Gillis.
There it is.
I don't want to stop. Kahuna, you got to go though, right?
I gotta go too. I gotta. We're supposed to be visiting grandkids. I'm not supposed to be streaming 5-hour stream. So
we could make this the Gonzo Shitcock show.
Yes. Well, he can't end the show. That's why I would have to be close by. I'm going to give him some powers this weekend. We're working that out. Mason to Portland, a.k.a. Portland Shane Gillis. Thank you for $2, my friend. Gonzo would make a good permanent third mic. I agree, and don't worry, I've already thought that. And maybe we got a lot of things in the future. I'll talk to Gonzo in a private matter, and we'll see what we can work out. But I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. I can't be permanent, but I'll definitely be.
We can make him some type of guest.
Sporadic third mic.
That's right. Thank you, Gonzo.
Permanent guest.
And then,
that's already been done.
And
That's
then
been
second
done.
mic when Kahuna's not available or you're not available.
Thank you very much, guys. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, brother. Well, it was really nice talking to you, Kahuna.
I had a blast, Gonzo. I had a blast. We got to do it again.
Of course. And then Joey C. I always love talking to you, my brother.
All right, brother. You know how to reach me, brother. I'll be reaching out to you. Thank you very much.
My BFL. All right, guys.
You're my boy. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Kahuna, I want to say this. I know that for you being an old Stern show, and it's for, as much as for me, I do, as much as you hear negative about me or people that hate on me, I do have a lot of people that do love me, and guys like Gonzo and Shuli, guys that want to see me every day, guys that think that without Joey C, a dose with him in the morning, and now I bring you upon because I think you're the greatest, you're a good co-host, I think you're going to be a star, and these people that hate, I can tell them, I'm sorry, I'm being humble as I can. I know how to connect with people, I know how to market myself into a good place. I love everybody. Kahuna, I'm glad you got another great experience out of this. There's many more I have for you.
So much fun with Gonzo. He is so easy to talk to.
Wait till I get Howard Stern on here. Wait till I get Howard Stern on here.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll hold my breath.
Don't you eat your word. I'll make you eat those words someday. I promise you.
Okay, I'm holding you to that.
And I don't know how well it's going to be. A lot of work's going to go into it. But I may get Howard to come on here after he retires.
If you just get him to come on here and wave and then pop
That's
off,
it.
I'll be happy.
Yeah,
I'll consider that a win.
My dream, but I know a lot of people that are still good with Howard that know Howard that might maybe want to make that
Howard
happen.
hates podcasts.
He does. He hates them with a passion. But when he retires,
wouldn't it be funny if he retires in December and then come February he starts up a podcast?
Don't be careful. Don't let too much out. Don't let too much out.
Funny.
Be careful. All right, guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for putting up all my quirky stuff. You got to appreciate KahunaMui. He's going to say his plugs real quick, and I'm going to go right to outro. We love you guys. Take care. See you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Kai and friends, I don't know if they'll be back Monday. I don't know yet, but if he is, look out for Kai at 7:30.
There's such a hole
shot
at that time
Monday and Wednesday.
morning. He needs to come back.
Take it away, Kahuna. You plug all the rest of the shows and our show, and I'll go in outro right after that.
Alpha Shot Lounge Monday, Wednesday at 10. Morning show at CCJOE and KahunaMui at 9 a.m. Cut of the Jibs channel, which is on hiatus for about another week and a half or a week. Over there, we got the Lunatic Lounge on Mondays and Fridays. Right now, that's on Bobby Nick's channel. It's called the Looney Bin on Mondays and Fridays, 7 Eastern. No Filter with Andrew, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 7. Jason Bardo X's channel. He's got a lot of stuff over there. Midnight. Well, actually, he moved his midnight show up to 11 p.m., which is actually a little more beneficial for me. But 7 nights a week, he does that show over there. Bored half to death. DEF, death. Then go over to Hackrite's channel, Hackrite Studios. I heard DJ Electra say yesterday that Lunchbox is coming back for 1 day a week, Wednesdays. I don't have a time yet, and I don't have a start date, but she's going to be coming back 1 day a week to do Lunchbox. There's also Catch-22 over there, unboxing Eric the Midget, which I think that they either just did their last show or the last one is coming up, and then they're switching to probably another Stern character from the past that they're going to unbox after that. Go over to Hackrite's channel, check out everything there. A lot to look at. And then hit me up on Twitter at KahunaNui952 on Twitter. And also sign up to my YouTube page. Not a lot there right now, but I'm trying to get some content on there for everybody. Same address as my Twitter, at KahunaNui952. At KahunaNui952 on YouTube. Thank you. Hit it, Joey.
Crack a dawn, CCJOE on the mic, morning flow. Big KahunaMui in the back, crazy like a show. Joe said hello, coffee, steam, rise, sunrise glow. Mix it with the beats, got the rhythm, let it go. Rooster crow, radio blast, moving fast. Bodies grooving, never snoozing, ain't no first class. KahunaMui dance moves, people's dreams shatter. Joe's laughter contagious, next thing don't matter. Morning show, madness, dunks and song brews. CCJOE, KahunaMui, can't refuse. Wake up, shake up, sunrise, news. Swag dripping heavy, no snooze abuse. Headlines read like a joke, can't help but poke. Weather report, KahunaMui chokes on his coke. Traffic jams, Joe spins, make head smoke. Listeners buzzing, all fired up, no joke. Morning chat, cat napping, no way. Coffee sip, Joe slip, hooray. KahunaMui antics replay. Morning laugh track every day. Morning show, madness, don'ts and strong brews.